Good morning, good evening, everything in between. How are we all today? Welcome, everybody. I hope we've been staying safe, making good choices. It is a Monday today, which means we are reascending today, which means we are playing D&D today. I still haven't figured out one for that. D&D UP! Let's go! Yay! So you are going to notice there are a couple of people missing today. Unfortunately, they are unable to make it, but that is okay. We are sending our love to them. Miss them already, I feel. But yeah. Yippee, Piabi. For being so brave. We lost our heaviest hitter because, like, Lex does some fucked up, like, hits. Ray is also really... We've lost one of our heaviest hitters, and we lost our cleric. So, we lost our healing. Are the players muted? They better fucking not be. What? They are. Anyway, so there you go.
Hello. Hi.
There you go.
Finally
Oh my
freed.
god. We've been silenced.
The oppression of the DM has been removed from us once again.
I don't know why
we
it's muting that fucking thing. What the heck?
We're being silenced.
We're being silenced
we
by
Let us be heard.
We were so funny, and the chat will never hear it.
Yeah, they'll never know.
You were
'cause
so funny.
we won't repeat it.
They were like so funny.
Just like trust us.
Oh my god.
You just have to trust how incredibly funny we were.
We try, you know.
Glad we figured that out early and not later.
That we're really funny?
Post recap.
You were like muted. Oh my god, no, I always knew you were like really funny, Larry. I can't say the same for Michael, but I at least knew you were always really funny.
I can make this 2 players real fucking quick, Mari.
Don't you dare. Unbelievable. Oh my god.
We had so many moments.
Yeah.
The party's like bonding now.
You're just gonna do that to Panache? You're just gonna walk away from Panache? She's vulnerable.
I've already done that before. What do you mean?
You're gonna do it? Yeah, no, okay, yeah, fair. You're gonna do it again after she told you not to?
Times.
Yeah, but she asked you nicely to not do it. So, like, kind of fucked up if you ask me.
No, Leary asked. Panache didn't. It's different.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
true, yeah.
Panache has never asked. Panache has never said anything. The only person who asked for a heads up next time was Citron.
Lord.
So like, I understand. Just let me know next time.
Jesus Christ. Mori not speaking? Yeah, Mori is actually technically AFK right now. Mori is here in spirit.
We're stalling.
Yeah.
Hey, don't call us out right now. We're stalling.
Yeah.
We're stalling.
Yeah. We're like so good at stalling.
Oh my god, hello, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, speak of the devil and she fell here. Or I guess demon in this case.
Never mind, no, she's been here the whole time, it's fine.
Yeah, she was just
I've been
really
here the entire
prepping.
time. What's up?
Yeah.
She was getting ready for her big
What's
moment.
happening?
Her gotcha moment. even.
Hello.
Hello.
My gotcha moment, exactly.
Gotcha?
I thought we were
Gotcha.
Dungeon today.
Are we gambling?
With this
I can
like,
pull up some
group,
poker.
I think every day is
some
a
poker
fucking
rules
gamble.
real fast.
Anyway, so
We can play 21 pretty easily, actually.
stop. Anyway.
Wait.
Oh
Yes.
my god. So
We're off to a grand start.
All right,
off
everybody,
to a
roll
start.
initiative.
Oh my god. So, who would like to do the session recap today?
I suppose I can.
Thank
Okay,
you.
when you're ready.
To start
I
things
can
off,
help you out.
we picked up with Panache being held at knife point. Panache being prone to a precarious situation manages to de-escalate very efficiently.
She was very good at it. It was very
With
good.
tears.
And well rehearsed. Regathers the party, and we sit down to figure out what happened here. null attack, continue null raids, like they're almost as if they're looking for something. Wonder what that could be. That will never be a problem for us, I'm sure.
No.
Citron, in their infinite wisdom, decides to suggest that we feed the hounds some glass, and nails, and other pieces of construction.
Some very delicious glass.
PETA, we're sorry.
Oh my god.
After a successful prestidigitation, a combat ensues, where Var gets scared and runs away, and we will never revisit this. That's it. That's all that happened there.
Haha.
Oh shit! Actually, hold on.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Var's dying.
So after the combat is handled, we go back to find that our friend is dead. Mari has killed another man. Let it be known, documented for the record. And Charmy, we find out that he died protecting Charmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
very,
He's
very,
so
very
good.
important. Because
Extremely.
otherwise, others didn't know where Charmy was. So that was fun. So then we have no other reason to stay. We have no other leads here, so we just start heading further out of Aureliana up to Nosrara, where when we set up camp that night, Var finally decides it's time for some explaining.
Yeah, like why the fuck did he run off?
Cat lady scary.
And then run back as well.
And then run back and be like,
he was out
whoa.
of breath.
He was out of breath. He came back to get more.
He was out of breath at the end of it. And then after playing around with some fire, things got away from him, which led to a very awkward conversation with everyone afterwards. We didn't really explore too much after what happened because we had to end the session there, but we
So we can start with that.
yeah, but yeah, otherwise it's just he received some condolences from most everyone.
Yeah, got a hug from Panache. Got a hug
Yeah,
from
got-
Rain.
All right,
Yeah.
that is 3 hugs from party members now, or 4. Sorry, I'm missing Lex now.
Hug collection.
Yeah.
Hug collection.
Whew.
Everything is fine.
What could ever go wrong?
Exactly. Like, what has gone wrong so far in like
I was
20
gonna be
sessions?
like, there's nothing's happened so far.
Actually,
you know?
don't answer that question. A lot of things have gone wrong in the 20 sessions.
Part of me wants to make a
That'd be
list now.
So a little bit of a recap. Everything that has gone wrong.
Well, I will need to start an active. I'll need to have something that has like an active firebolt accuracy counter,
Yes,
Oh
keep
my
track of it all.
so we can keep track of that the entire time. Cause oh boy,
And then I can edit the pick mix to update the percentage.
yes.
Oh
I'm-
my
I'm-
god.
I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's lower than 40 now.
I think
Oh,
it
no?
might be lower than 40% accuracy.
After I'm gonna count the ice knife debacle as a missed firebolt, just for the record. That one,
I think
that
it
one
counts,
gets,
yeah.
that one gets to be a missed firebolt.
I mean, you know, as it should.
That's what I'm saying.
Hee.
It's actually
It
a
was
really
arguably
interesting
worse.
question that was put in chat, but I kind of actually want to answer. I'm gonna take
Yes,
the
please
bite.
do.
So in the world of Melatia, magic is fairly commonplace. I wouldn't say it is rare. Not everyone has
Silly.
magic. You know, there's a lot of folk that don't have magic. But it's not something that's going to be like, oh my god, you have magic, like reverence, and oh my god, the chosen one TM. But it's enough that folk actively will study it, develop it. So yeah, they would probably eye like sometimes a very odd animal scurrying past that isn't normally there. Because if there's no rat problem, why would there be a rat there? Just in general, that would always be a suspicious thing anyway. Plus, they're developed enough that a rat scurrying through like a place would eye suspicion because they'd be like, oh shit, we need to get we need to deal with a rat problem before it starts type shit. But that was
why
a
is
good
there a rat?
question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Be like,
shit,
where
is
did
there
that
a
rat
rat
come
there?
from? We need to find the source. Get rid of it.
the
Yeah, it
rest
would
of
be
them.
very unhygienic, to be fair.
Yeah. So the magic in Melitia is enough that folk will study, develop, continue. They're building. There's a large amount of folk in the world that are utilizing magic to push and further science as well. So it's a lot of magic integrating itself slowly into the world of science in like certain regions and such. Yeah. Also, I
Yeah.
realized while you were doing the recap, I never did my thank yous. So, I am so sorry that you have waited like nearly 20 minutes for me to acknowledge my activity feed. Oopsies. I would like to give a massive congratulations to Akire for the first congratulations, and thank you for the check-in. To Akire, to Shale, to Michael, to Leary, to Weave, to Jet, to Penta, to Mori, and to Katie. Thank you all for the check-in. There you go. I realized and I was like, shit, fuck, I need to remember to do that before we start session. Fuck.
Well,
yeah.
you
Baby
still
streamer.
remembered, so it's fine.
Exactly, I'm a baby streamer. It's not my fault. Just a
Definitely
baby.
haven't done
Baby.
this before.
Yeah, just a baby.
Definitely haven't
Just
done
a baby. It's not like you've been doing this for years or anything.
Nearly 3 years.
Next
That's still
Saturday.
a baby. Oh god,
Next
it
Saturday.
is next Saturday, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Oh, Lord.
this.
Like 12 days away. Oh my god, that's crazy. Anyway, so
Not this Saturday, the Saturday after.
yeah, 12 days.
There's still plenty of time.
There's still so much time. Yuppie.
I believe.
So,
Yeah.
with that, you all find yourself sitting around the campfire. The flames have mostly returned to where they were before Var had done his theatrics, and the air seems to almost shift a little bit as you all stare at one another. What are you all doing?
Oh. Do we know if it's morning? It's morning, right?
It's still night.
No,
it's still,
still
like,
the
evening.
evening.
It's still evening.
It's after the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think Rain's probably gonna go and approach Var a little bit after the entire thing happened, and just kind of just nudge him and go, "Hey, how are you doing? That was a big thing. Telling us about that. Are you okay?"
I think it's hard to describe. I think I feel more embarrassed than anything.
I mean, I feel embarrassed that the whole people seeing my younger self part just tear through a deer. I am sorry about that, by the way. I didn't realize that you had to see that whole thing in that kind of way.
I mean, I didn't tell you before. Part of that's on me. But it's we've been fine the rest of this time. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I could, if it helps, like if I ever need to, emphasis on need to. If I ever do need to use it again, would it help if I could tell you ahead of time that I'm doing something, or is that like, well, how
I
does that
I don't
like?
honestly know.
Well,
We'll
I
figure
mean,
that out.
I promise I won't just use it willy nilly next time as well. Just so I also would appreciate not making you bolt like 200 feet away. That'd be cool. So you know that would
Yeah,
be ideal.
that's fair. No, you had it handled though. Things looked fine when I came back. Thankfully.
Kind of. I think it was mostly like. Actually, I can't quite remember. I don't think we did have. We were a bit concerned because it was getting a little bit intense.
Yeah.
I still was very appreciative of, your presence. So
I mean, I'm glad I came back, but it's
yeah,
I didn't think you were going to. Nash will call out from just a little bit away from the two of them.
yeah, that's fair.
Roy will kind of like gesture for Panache to come on over to like get over here.
And she'll be a little bit hesitant, but after a second she'll get up and move closer to them both. Sorry, I didn't know if you two wanted to have a moment
Uh,
together or something.
It's all good. I mean, I've said what I needed to say. We're kind of just going through over like, you know, what happened and all that. Are you okay, Panache?
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
My instinct was to say I'm fine, but I'm not sure.
Anything in mind?
Well, I don't know. I suppose it's a sign of how much I've grown to trust you that I'd even say that in the first place.
I think that's a good thing. I mean, Var was finally able to talk about his little, sorry, not little,
Yeah.
talk about his trauma. So, I think it's a
Maybe.
good thing that we're all trying to open up a little bit more.
I think it's more of there's not really a good time to just bring it up, and finally had to
There
be
isn't.
like a thing to be talked about. It wasn't just something that I could just like, okay.
It's true.
So Rain
Es-
traumatized me.
Especially if
Rain
it's something
haunted my nightmares for who knows how long.
especially if it's something you thought you'd been dealing with, so it wasn't a problem until it was.
I didn't think it was as serious as it was.
Yes, it's hard to realize how much things affect you sometimes, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, at least now we know what happens, so we can try to avoid the situation again.
Yeah, definitely. That's good to know.
The way the world has been and things have been happening, it's really best we stick together.
It is.
We don't know what
Especially
in.
especially in times as turbulent as these.
Correct. And honestly, it's terrifying. You don't know if the next place we're gonna go to is gonna be, destroyed or in ruins.
I don't.
I think we're going to be looking on an active war at this point.
Yes, it's going to be awful.
Well, I know
Yep.
we had discussed that we were trying to show up to attempt to de-escalate the situation. I don't even think we
Yes.
can.
It's like even in a best case situation, we know we're entering a war zone. It's going to be awful.
Yeah.
Alright.
While this is happening, Panache is constantly like playing with her hands, playing with her gloves.
Would this be noticeable? Like, or
Extremely.
would I need to like?
It would be like the most obvious thing ever.
Well, at first she's just fixing her gloves. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
and then
already
she
fixed her
keeps
gloves.
doing it.
And then she keeps doing it, and then she kind of just wait. Who does she like sit next to? Like, does she sit next to Var, or like she sit next to Rain? And where
would
is she
be-
situated in
It'd
this?
be whoever was
like,
like
little huddle.
closest to her.
We'll say Rain.
You can choose. Okay.
Like maybe as she like, moves her hands to like fiddle with her like arm or
Yeah.
like hands. Like she like she ever so slightly like doesn't realize that she's nudging Rain. And Rain kind of just like
Yeah.
looks at her like, "Are you okay?
Bump.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You've been doing that for like a while now. Is there a problem?"
Not a problem. I've just been
Something-
thinking.
Share your thoughts.
Well, I don't know if it was noticeable or not, but you may have noticed. Sorry, my phone went off.
It's okay, we didn't hear anything.
Okay, good.
The phone is helping.
My
with our
phone
agenda
alarm went off
tonight.
with my REASCEND alarm, but it's an hour early because of the clock. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I may have frozen up a little bit earlier during the
Mhm.
the explanations, the memories. I
Mhm.
Have you ever wondered why I wear gloves all the time?
I thought it was
I-
a fashion
I-
thing.
I also thought it was a fashion thing.
Well, partially, yes, but I always wear them. It's weird, right?
I mean, I assumed you took them off at some point, but I wasn't necessarily watching for you to take off your gloves. Seems excessive.
You know, it's actually quite refreshing to hear you say that, because now I can stop worrying about other people noticing as much if it's not an obvious thing. There's a reason why I wear gloves.
Is it a good or a bad reason?
And in response to that, Panache will slowly start to pull off both of her gloves.
Whoa.
And as she does, you'll notice that all along the... Oh my god, hand
Sorry, that was like an intrusive thought. I'm sorry.
She'll slowly
Sorry.
pull her gloves off, pulling on like the tip of like the middle finger part of the glove, slowly sliding them off. And as she does, it soon becomes very clear that along one side of her hand, where her little finger is, all along like the fleshy part of her hand there, it is entirely burned. They are
Rain.
serious burn scars all the way down her hand. On both sides.
Rain, as soon as she sees the burns, just kind of like has a very concerned and like a little bit horrified, but like also like what happened, like kind of like expression. She kind of just looks at Panache and down back at her hands and goes, "What? How did this happen? Like,
It's not the kind of thing you see very often, is it? Considering there are so many ways to heal up burns.
these look quite severe."
They
I mean,
are. They happened a long while ago, so
They look
it doesn't affect
intentional.
me. They're just fairly unsightly.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're reaching out your hand into a bonfire, like, are you okay to talk about what happened, or is that too much
I
at the moment?
want to. It's just hard to know where to start. I've been thinking. Been thinking about telling people for so long, but it's like you said, Val. It's a difficult topic to bring up. There's never really a right
Yeah.
time for it.
Well, I mean, considering Var just recently got burns of his own, I think.
His will be fine.
Oh, I reckon his will be. The herbs should have helped.
Yeah.
But
Like I said, most burns heal up very easily. There's so many ways to heal heal a burn. But unfortunately, when I got these, there wasn't really anyone available to heal it.
like, did it happen somewhere that there were no clerics, no healers, or anything like that?
Not available to me, no. I told you that my parents are dead, right?
That's what I remember. Yeah.
I don't know how to say this.
Well, you did say that your mom is. We found out that your mom is part of the thing.
Yes,
Yes,
I
with
I
the-
thought she was dead, along with my father.
Oh. So
That's... And for all of my life, I thought I was the one who killed them.
Hmm.
I still killed my father. That's still something, but I'm
mean-
sorry. And she's clearly starting to get flustered as she's trying to speak, and none of the words she wants to say are coming out.
Range has kind of like pat her on the back a little bit. It's like, I don't know what would have happened, and I don't understand why you feel that way. But if it happened when you were incredibly young, I'm sure that to some degree it wasn't your fault.
Even if I accidentally killed them, it still means I killed them.
Yeah, but you don't have to be too hard on yourself. It's accidents happen, situations happen. Sometimes things
Accidents
are beyond it.
happen. I burnt down my childhood home. I thought I killed both of my parents. I had nobody and nothing as I was crawling out of a burning building.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's surprising how warm the ground can get when you're using both hands to desperately grab yourself forwards to escape.
It's
And then when I
What?
finally got out, there was just burning. There was just heat and rubble, and my hands were ruined, and my parents were all I had. I never had friends growing up. I never had any other trusted adults by my side. It was just me and my parents, but that was all we needed. We were such a family. They were all I needed. Like, sometimes their associates would visit the house. They were always lovely. They'd give me sweet treats and sometimes toys. They'd never be there for long. They'd arrive, they'd leave. And then one day, I remember it so vividly, I was bored. If you can believe it, the reason I killed them, I was bored. And I started to get annoyed because I wanted to spend time with my parents while they were working. And so I barged in on them. I was so angry. They were so surprised to see me there. And then the next thing I know, I just feel the sadness, the frustration, and then everything is on fire. And I lost everything.
Is that when you found out that you had some sort of magic?
Well, I'd done little things before as a child. Like, my parents had taught me. They always knew magic too, and they knew how my magic worked because theirs worked the same way. But never anything to that extent. And then before I knew it, I had nothing. I was on the streets. And I just had to survive. Knowing that I'd killed them both. I went back to the ruins of our house the next day, and there was nothing there except ash and just the worst smell you can imagine.
I hear that. But I'm still quite adamant to say that I don't think you should be too hard on yourself. You
I
were a
know,
child.
it's
Magic.
very easy to logically tell myself that, of course, it's not my fault. I was a child. If that happened to another child, I would be the first to reassure them that it's not their fault. But it's a little harder to convince yourself.
I mean, grief isn't very linear. It'll always be a struggle, even after many years, but
And then it gets so much more complicated when you realize you've been grieving someone who hasn't even been dead.
it's a separate problem of its own. But the leave in
Yes,
itself is complicated. Heck, it's a VAR thing, if anything, isn't it? Even he lost control of something last night, right? Or earlier. So I can hardly imagine what it would have been like for a kid. You magic people scare me sometimes.
That's right.
Trust me, things would be so much easier
I
without it.
physically can't pick up a sword, so, that makes up for it.
Yeah, I saw you try it once. It was very concerning. I would not give him a sword, Nash.
I think I possibly could.
I mean,
If I was trained,
Right.
maybe not a...
Give Panache
I
a sword.
well, my
Maybe-
sword is a great sword.
Maybe
well,
not
I
a
mean, you
sword
can
that
try.
big.
I mean, there's what am I talking about? There are like smaller swords, like
Yes,
literal
like
small sword.
rapiers.
Rapiers as well, yeah. I mean, they're all different in how. Yeah. The
I could imagine myself as a
mechanics of them.
duelist.
I think you do very good as a duelist. I mean, it's sword fight is almost like a dance, really, if I'm being honest. There's a lot of
Yes.
really reading, your opponent and who you're dueling with, and like takes a lot of really good footwork. And then Rain starts rambling off a little bit about nerds and like nerding out about not about nerds, about swords.
Sorting out about nerds.
And she kind of like reels herself in. Anyway, I mean, if either of you are interested ever like learning sword
Thank
fight,
you.
I would be happy to help. I mean, I grew up learning all sorts of styles. It's just big sword fun,
Thank you. Maybe I'll take you up on that sometime.
Absolutely no problem. We'll have to get you like a rapier or something, and then
Yeah.
like next time if you'd like.
Yeah. That would be fun.
What about you, Varn? What kind of sword would you find interesting? If you ever would actually want to pick up a sword again.
A small one.
Small one.
Probably a small one. I mean, it'd have to be something I could actually use. Is the problem?
Correct. I mean, realistically, you could always train to like be able to wield bigger swords, but something that would be convenient to use if you also have to
True.
spellcast would be nice.
Maybe something like a dirk, like a combination sword dagger.
Big dagger.
Large
A
dagger.
messer or something like that.
Maybe. I think the biggest problem is the more advanced spells usually require two hands.
Yeah. I mean, you could always
True.
stow it away as well. It's just in case someone takes away your ability to
I mean, I have a knife.
spellcast. That's true.
I also have a
just-
knife.
I just don't have to use it very often.
I also know how to knife throw. Just putting it out there.
Believe it or not, I do too.
I've
Rain kind of
never
like giggles
tried,
because
but
of like the ice knife
Yep,
situation.
yep.
Oh.
Exactly.
Why are you giggling?
I just kind of remember the whole.
Because of the time that I pulled out, or I summoned an ice knife and then proceeded not to throw it,
Oh,
and and knocked myself out.
I'd forgotten about that.
I wish I had.
That's okay. We
Oh,
can
you're
forget
okay,
about
though.
it now.
Okay.
No, I don't think we can.
Rain has this like goofy ass grin on her face, just kind of like.
I don't think that's how that works, Spinash.
Thank you for at least telling us a little story, Panache. And I'm sorry to hear that. But
No, it's something I've wanted to bring it up several times because like everyone has been sharing things. We've all been getting closer and it's felt strange to have nobody know
Oh, and then by the way,
about my
I think I
past.
killed both my parents.
It's
Yeah,
not the
that's a
easiest
bit
thing to
hard
bring
to, like,
up.
bring
There's
up.
never been a right time for it. I still don't know if now is the right time for it. I feel a little guilty for taking away from your moment to share.
Please take away from it. I don't like being the center of attention.
Varn
Well,
does
I don't
like
mind
talking
it,
about
so
stuff sometimes, but it's okay.
yeah.
That's what times like
But
these are for.
But I even learnt how to heal in the hopes of healing up my own scars, but it's been too long. The damage was too deep. Nothing I can do can
Or
heal
some
them
more
up.
advanced magic than what you're able to
Yes.
learn to pass off, almost.
Yes, honestly, I'm amazed at myself that I managed to learn how to cure wounds in the first place. One of the most dedicated things I've ever done in my life. But yes, I lived alone for several years after that. Until my mama found me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I
Speaking
was literally in a dustbin when she found me.
Just a tiefling in a dustbin.
normal place to find them. Maybe. I don't think so. Wait, hold on.
Just
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
don't.
finding
Nope.
just finding food scraps to survive on.
How did you learn, being able to do other magic stuff? Because I vaguely have very rough idea of how Var learns his magic. Lots of books, right? And reading, right?
Well,
Yes.
I had help with it. The B&B where I grew up, which my mama owned, always has a lot of interesting people passing through, and also staff members who I'm very close to. And I managed to learn a grand total of 2 spells in about a decade.
That's impressive. I don't know any spells, but
Yeah,
that
it
sounds pretty
helped.
good.
It helped when I was so close to the reason being to heal after everything that had happened. I had like a vested interest. But yeah, it was extremely difficult and it took a while.
Sometimes motivation is all you need. Maybe the motivation is like not good enough
Yes.
sometimes. So like, why it's hard for people to try to do something. But
Yes.
you seem like the
It's now
person
you
who.
can learn magic when you want to.
It's not that I don't want to. I want to more than anything. It's just extremely difficult to me. Honestly, Kel has the patience of a saint. But
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, it was difficult. And it was funny because Kel was actually the one who suggested I become a bard too. It was my flair for charismatic performance, shall I say, as a way to disguise my natural magic ability. That way, if I ever did perform any magic that I didn't mean to, I had an excuse for it. Yes, I'm a bard. It's what I do. Haha.
I'm not gonna lie. I
And
think I
that
would have. I fully believe that you were a bard until you were like, oh, actually, I'm not a bard. It's a pretty good idea.
well, yes, I feel like I took to it quite well, except for the fact I can't actually do any of the things bards do. I was very good at pretending I could. But yes, that's that's my tragic story. And now you know. And with that, Panache will put her gloves back on. And she'll
think
give a
the
little
clubs are
smile
very
to both of
fashionable.
them.
Thank you for sharing.
It was much
Thank you
appreciated.
for listening. But if I may have one request too,
Mhm.
could I maybe have a little warning if you do anything else involving fire, please?
Yeah. Yeah, I can provide more of a heads up this time.
Thank you.
Wow, would you look at that? All of us warning each other of our like trauma triggers. We love that.
Serene, what about you?
Me, I don't
It's
really know
water.
if I have anything. Right. Yes.
Oh, true. I already know that. We all have things.
You haven't seen how bad it actually gets.
Yeah, I tried so hard when we were in Orosar. Thankfully that water breathing was really, really helpful. But there's nothing really insanely like it wasn't a big event. It was more of a stupid little mistake. I was ice fishing with my dad when I was younger, and you know, the snow can tend to the snow in Lindsay tends to be a little bit on and off, and sometimes it can be really intense. And there was one point where I was out snow fishing, and we were supposed to camp on the lake, and my the very much younger self with far less wisdom played around as very early in the morning after a snowstorm had happened. So all of the ice pots, the ice holes that we've like cut into the ice where we'd had our fishing poles in, I forgot to mark one of the ones that I made, and I might have fallen into it and had a very big panic situation. It was a silly situation, and it's not fun. I'm gonna tell you that. Being underneath icy water
no.
as well. It is not very see-through underneath there, especially if it's like a couple of inches thick. It was freezing. I was almost certain I was about to die of hypothermia. But my father, in his infinite wisdom, managed to warm me up by quite a lot. But I still enjoy ice fishing to this day. The feeling of water in your lungs and like just water in general just doesn't feel really good anymore in that kind of way.
That's horrifying.
I'm fine
I
if
can
it's just
imagine.
a river, like where I can tell that it's just up to my knees or anything like that, just up to my ankles. If I can see the bottom of it, it's fine.
Yes, if you don't have to be submerged, I can imagine.
Correct. And I mean, even so now, if I know that I'm going to get submerged, I know it's fucking deep, because how would me at my height need to be like submerged in something? That would have to be relatively deep. So there's that.
Yes.
I knew how to swim for a period of time, but falling into that ice lake just kind of ruined it mostly for me. So there was that. That's my big trauma moment. Wasn't really like it was a silly, stupid little me forgetting to mark a nice hole that I opened up and fucked myself over. So that's the little story about that. What else can I really like? I don't really have a lot to share necessarily. I mean,
Oh no, that's completely fine. Like, not everyone's keeping secrets.
Oh, and like the scar on my face was because one of the clients that I worked for really hate Lindsayans, and I kind of had to like call them out for being a dick to my other colleague, and they just
What?
bashed a whole like luggage bag onto my face. So
Why are people like that?
people hold grudge for a very long time, which is really strange to me because for most people, a lot of what happened back then, what ties them to that aren't even alive anymore for like a really long time.
Yeah.
And the hatred that goes along that deep just is not good. I've seen both ends of it. My mother, whenever she would visit Lindsay for about half the year, initially people would just be the same to how Lindsayans would be treated by like people outside of Lindsay. And it was exhausting growing up with that kind of thing, where if I was at home, it would be my mom. If I was out with my mother, it would be me. And I've grown to kind of just realize that people don't know what they're talking about. We all get mad over the same damn thing.
It's usually not even the things you need to be mad about.
Correct. Eventually, people realized, at least where I live in Lindsay, that hey, this woman's not half bad. She's not really done anything wrong. She's just trying to live life. But you can imagine when you're traveling elsewhere, people don't have the same sort of patience. Unless you try to stay in a place for a long enough time, but half the time people wouldn't even care about you. For the reason why my mom
Yes.
ended up getting accepted was because my dad was there. And he got to speak with the people, but otherwise you'd be on your own in Lindsay. Kind of similar to how Lindsayans would be treated outside anyway, as well, but it's not a fun time.
Can't imagine it is.
But yeah, I feel like that, we could only wish the world is a better place.
Yes,
Maybe when
unfortunately. Fortunately, folk are always going to be folk.
Correct. I feel like even if the goddesses themselves tried to clear things up and actually talk about what happened, or at least be like, we can forgive, and it's been 1,000 years, I think folk would still be very upset about what happened.
There's always going to be someone with a problem.
I find it really funny because sometimes I get people back then who would yell at me for having my people having slain some. Well, they never really talk about like who they lost in the war. They always just talk about like, oh, you took our land and all that. I had family who died in the war, and a lot of my family was part of the military, and it wasn't. At least on the Lindsay side of the story, it wasn't what people think it is. And then I also understand why people are upset on the other side. Like, I get it. Getting your land invaded is never a fun thing. But I wish people realized that at the end of the day, we were at the mercy of our goddesses, and people had to do what they had to do. Everyone lost something during that time.
And
it's not just one side or the other.
And as we are very quickly learning throughout our time together, it's nothing is as simple as the history books make it out to be. None of it's that straightforward.
My mother was very adamant to teach me about learning to take and read between the lines of stories and even nonfiction. Just even if it says it's a history book, it's not necessarily everything. Like, there's a lot of stuff that she's found out in her travels around Malatia, where other places have this idea of this particular place, and then really, apparently it wasn't. It's the exact same thing that she experienced in Linzia. It's
Yeah.
very
It
interesting.
all depends on who writes the history books.
Correct. Which side of the conflict were you in? Depends who you ask, really. I mean, even the goddesses themselves lost someone during the war. It can't be like.
Yeah.
I feel like people forget about that half the time.
Well, people don't want to think about it.
They really don't.
It doesn't make people happy thinking about it.
And it's so much easier not to as well.
Well, why would
Correct.
it's so much easier when if you just accept that a god died than thinking about why they died.
Yeah.
Brings up difficult questions, yes. Much easier to just go along with things.
I believe people will eventually learn a thing or two, but whether or not everyone does is a different story. I hope the Ankara situation in Nosvara doesn't become another one of those situations. We've seen it before. I don't know why we're trying to do it again.
Is this time they think it's the right thing? Isn't that usually how this ends up?
What even is
War
the right
is never a
thing?
necessity. And I say that from a family of a lot of generations of being part of the military. War just seems like the easier, more straightforward answer. Believe it or not. Diplomacy requires compromise. War doesn't compromise.
Yeah.
War doesn't care. War will have collateral and it will just be another statistic. Anyway,
I was not expecting to have the war discussion today.
Me neither.
well, we are going into like a nation that is at war. We did establish that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably the
It was
kind of
just-
thing we should be
It's
thinking
just
about.
better to not think about.
I'm quite worried about
Yeah.
Lex when we finally get there. I hope.
I hope she's
Well,
okay.
I know that it's definitely going to bring up some unpleasant things that she'll have to deal with.
She
I
seemed
don't think we'll be
scared
able
when we
to.
were talking about it. I'm worried for
The
her.
the
Just
eternal flame
Why?
that she talks about. I don't think this is something that takes no for an answer. So I reckon eventually, or rather inevitably, we'll have to face her. Eternal flame, I mean. There's no way I'm giving up on Lex.
Oh, absolutely. Agreed on that. It feels like a very worrying situation. Like a
It is.
alternate god with...
I'm quite
And
curious,
Panache's
though.
eyes will suddenly go wide, and she'll snap her head around to look at Var, and she'll very suddenly go, Var,
Hmm.
I forgot. I wanted to speak to you. I am pretty sure I saw Lightbringer.
Oh, that's who you spoke with?
Rain's ear perked up.
Yes.
Was like, what?
Okay.
But
Are we gonna
But
elaborate on this?
Do you remember the woman we saw who was meeting with Radi back at with Lady Loradi back?
Uh-huh.
Uh,
The
she reminded me of
Keller's
her.
looking for.
Neela, I think her name was. Was that
Nayla,
her?
yes.
Neela.
She reminded me of her.
She did seem very interesting. I mean, if you think that would have been like the mildly equivalent of like Lightbringer's form type of thing.
I do.
Like the-
And Light loses
I'm not
her
sure, but
voice.
that makes sense. Makes
But I-
sense.
It makes so much sense. But then it also makes me extremely worried about Citron. Because whoever she is communicating with and blessed by, Citron has said she has heard her voice, her literal voice. And I am a little worried that she's being taken advantage of by someone or something pretending to be Lightbringer.
Do you remember the painting that Citron got from
How could I forget?
a Fury? Wasn't one of them had Lightbringer covering up Citron's eyes? Or at least a figure of Lightbringer covering up Citron's eyes. Is worrying.
Leaving her blind. Blind to the truth?
Well, that's a bit tricky to really say because I don't think Citron is one of wavering faith at all, but I have other opinions about that. It's just, if it is true, we might have another situation of an intrusive voice in her head.
Yep. There's not a good. Isn't a good solution to the situation.
No,
It really
I
isn't.
just
This is something beyond our touch, but at least having some form of awareness to it would help.
It's why I wanted to mention it. Because Va, you're much smarter than I am. You're more likely
Wait.
to figure something out.
If Lightbringer spoke to you, what does that mean?
I think they conversed. I don't think there was verbal discussion.
Yeah, I just mean like how would Lightbringer have been able to? What was what? Like
Sign language?
no, I just mean like. Do the gods just talk to people now? Like,
They always
Well, they
kind
did
of
pray.
did. That was
no,
always like one of the things that's happened is the gods did talk to worshippers.
the only
It's-
ones that they ever spoke to are the chosen.
And Panache
Remember
will go
the whole they
silent
left?
at that. She's like just frozen at that.
I mean, it's speculative at this point. Well, you asked. What did you ask? How did you end up? Was this with the prayer thing that we did? Or tried to do? Well, you tried to do back in the town? This is a lot. This is a whole lot.
I didn't even pray to anyone in particular. I just desperately pleaded.
The thing is, we're not even in Caloran, so... Well... Either way. If the one that you were able to connect with was Lightbringer, then it definitely brings into question what would be speaking with Citron. Like, Rain looks at Panache and like... It's kind of like, is Panache like flustered right now? It's just
Yeah, extremely.
like, I'm sorry for pointing that out. It's just I was thinking maybe I spouted a little bit too much.
No, there's got to be other instances of people praying and right, like
I think I got confused because of
people pray all the time.
Fairy tales more than anything. That was always one of the whimsical approaches, was people always wishing that their gods would talk back.
That's
At least
very
more
easy.
directly. They usually...
Yeah.
It's always vague.
Well, the thing about like just kind of praying and hoping is that anyone could answer, and it could be. We're learning very quickly that the gods of the pantheon. Well, it was pretty much pre-established that like the gods of the pantheon aren't the only ones who are able to really reach into people's prayers.
Yeah. I mean, there are so many gods in Caloran.
Yeah, I heard about that. That alone is kind of concerning. Someone.
I don't know how much of it is genuine, honestly.
I guess like
it's a weird situation.
Have you spoken to Citron about it?
Of a sort.
Talk to Citron about other gods.
No, about the whole like.
I spoke to her about the fact that my prayer was answered by Lightbringer, and she seemed happy until I started questioning her about the heard her voice aspect of what she says. She heard me, but I don't think she listened to me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Sounds like Citron.
Yes.
I don't think there's any convincing her to be more careful. I mean, she has a lot of faith in her god, which makes sense.
It is a little worrying when we have no idea who this is.
It really is. And if it's some other god that isn't part of the pantheon, there's only really so much we can do, especially if like what if it aligns with something? What if they find if this being of sorts is able to talk to Citron and is able to like see what Citron does to some degree, then wouldn't they have figured out that we're trying to do this whole thing to kind of stop the overthrow of like the pantheon right now? And well, no, we're not trying to directly stop it. It's just
know what's happening right now.
No.
Well,
I
Aislinn
feel
talked
like the
about the
more we
entire
learn-
like stopping
Like-
hindering people's worship in the pantheon and replacing them like the faith of people by instilling, for example, Aiden, which is like a puppet chosen instead.
But then
Last time.
that's not the people.
Hmm?
That's not changing anything.
Yeah, it's just Aislin's plan.
I thought
No,
the
but,
putting
like,
power back in the people was Aislin's way of convincing the people, but installing a figurehead was always the plan. It wasn't ever.
it was a solution she had thought of for Orosara replacing the figurehead because she had control of Mailu at the very least, to our knowledge. But what of the places that she doesn't have control over the goddess of? Would she like to instill like some sort of like a
The places without
conflict that
chosen.
would make places without chosen, or like the places where there is an existing group where people are against the goddess of said place? Rara and Caloran. Replacing the pantheon. I don't know if Aislinn has anything to do with what's happening with Nozar Caloran, but
Oh, she definitely does.
she used it as an entire
She must.
example, so
What
But,
does this mean?
there's a lot to think about. We're just people. How's Charmy, by the way? How's the little guy doing? Sorry, Hisana. I gotta get used to that.
I know I
Mari?
find the name Charmy endearing.
I thought that
Yes,
was a
a little bit.
question to Panache.
Yeah, I
Is
need
it-
to know from you how
Oh.
how
Same-
Hisana's doing, please.
Same as before, like weak and
Yeah.
sickly, not looking to crash hot, just sleeping.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. She's still struggling. She seems drained.
I don't really know how to help a goddess with the flu. But
I don't think it's the flu.
I am. It's just
Maybe it's the god flu. You don't know.
got a flu.
We don't know.
Oh. We
No,
don't know.
because this has happened before, but it seems to have really taken it out of her this time.
How'd she get better than before?
Rest and Panache cast Cure Wounds.
It's been more than a day at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon it's a real big one.
I've rested up a little bit. I might try a little heal on her again, see if it helps at all.
Don't push yourself too much.
I'm alright. No. May I cast a Cure Wounds on Hisana?
You may.
Yippee!
Die roll.
14. 14
Nice.
heal.
As you press your hands against Tasana, and they begin to do that little faint glow that comes with the cure wounds, she doesn't seem to change. you at least can tell that your side of things is working. But for her side, there's not much difference as she kind of just lays there.
No, there is something wrong with you, isn't there? Maybe not wrong, but...
A big hit.
And Panache will get, like, loads of blankets and, like, snuggle Hisana up in the blankets. Make, like, a little nest for her.
And she doesn't
And give
bite
her a
you
little-
on
little-
this. Mm.
Yeah. And then give her a little kiss on the forehead.
As you give her a little kiss on the forehead, you do feel that she is still very hot to the touch. Like, hot enough
Yeah.
that you can register this, by the like.
Yeah. She's so warm.
Something like a fever.
Think so. Can dragons even get feverish? I know nothing.
I wonder if there's anything we can. I don't know if herbs for like fever would do any help, but
I don't know if we should warm her up or cool her down.
good point. I don't think Rain can even like try to check if there's anything that she can find in the vicinity that would be like good for like feeling better because she doesn't even know
Yeah.
what like what is happening to Hisana.
Sorry, so what are you trying to do for that?
Sorry, I'm looking at things at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I saw something light up and I was like,
Yeah. Panache is going to think for a moment, and then she's going to take some of the blankets off because of how warm she seems to be, and then she's going to get a strip of fabric, like rip it off one of the blankets. Vandalism, huh? And she's going to use prestidigitation to chill the fabric for an hour, and press it up, like wrap it around Hisana's head and like the back of her neck
okay. So you're able
to see if it'll
wrap
help.
it around her, and she's
Yeah.
still, as you keep moving her about to do all of this, she's just You know that thing where cats are really asleep and their head just like lolls and they're like
flopping, yeah.
Yeah, she's like that right now.
Aw.
But yeah, eventually you're able to get it on there, and there's now cooling on her to try and bring down that temperature. But unfortunately, it looks like nothing much is going to change for her at this point in time.
Yeah. All we can do is try and keep her comfortable, I think.
Yeah. I sure do hope she feels better soon.
Me too, I'm worried.
You know, this is the longest she's been down, huh?
Yeah. What time is it? Probably time for us to get some rest.
Yeah, we've been on about it for like quite a while.
When I think about it, maybe I made a bit of a silly decision today because now I'm going to have to explain myself again.
I've heard it's easier the
to
second
Citron and
time.
Legs. Is it? I hope it is.
I've only had to do this once, so I wouldn't know. I just said I'd heard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take first watch. I'll go get some sleep.
Okay. I mean, I can keep you company if you like.
I'm not gonna be opposed to it, but you do need to rest at some point, otherwise you'll behave like me, and that's not good for anyone.
At least you recognize it.
Well, the
If I
two of
didn't-
you.
I didn't be a problematic behavior, wouldn't it?
I will take second watch. So, if both of you are gonna take
Excellent.
first watch, just make sure to get some rest later.
I will.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure this one does too. And Panache puts an arm around Var.
My reputation precedes me.
Alright, so with that, Rain, you get up and you head off where the other two have already fallen asleep in like your little like tent place. The other two, can you roll perception for me?
Yeah.
Jesus
Perfect.
Christ.
Ah, beautiful.
Perfect. Oh, we're
Fucking
back,
hell.
baby. We
Don't
never
worry,
left.
Panache has got
Oh,
it.
there it is.
We never left.
Christ.
Don't worry, Panache has got this. Oh, that's
So,
beautiful.
the both of you sit there as the world seems to stay very silent still. You've noticed that there's still not really many, like, sounds of wildlife and animals and everything. And it's not peaceful as it is more so along the lines of eerie. You would be used to even, like, owls or, like, night birds, and instead it's just quiet. Well, it's quiet until you hear the shriek of a fox vaguely in the distance, something that definitely is a little bit out of place. There's a couple of quick yelps and yaps, and then back to the silence once more. What are
Fox,
you
you
both
say?
doing? A fox, yes.
Panache would be quite quiet unless Var wanted to speak, but like upon hearing that, she'd like lift her head and go, "Did you hear that?"
No. That's not good. I zoned out there. What'd you hear?
I could have sworn I just heard a fox.
Where?
Vaguely that way? It's so
I'll
strange.
Send,
There's
I'll
like
send
there's
Seeker.
no other sound.
I'll just send Seeker to go check it out.
You
Well,
send
hopefully
out
it's
Seeker.
nothing.
In the direction of
The direction Panache.
where I heard the sound.
You send out Seeker, who, with nothing more than a vague idea of direction
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
roll that you got for your fucking
Okay.
perception,
Hey.
you don't see shit, I feel.
Seeker doesn't see anything, but
It's so strange.
I'm more out of it than I expected, so I don't know.
There shouldn't be foxes in a place like this, I would have thought. Especially when there's nothing else. It is so quiet. It's strangely quiet.
It's because everything else is leaving.
I don't like this. Panache will stand up and start heading inside and call out, "I'm gonna wake up Rain."
All right.
Hi, Rain. Sorry, you're being woken up.
Rain's like, what?
There is no
What?
rest.
Rain,
What happened? What happened? What happened? I'm awake.
it's okay. It's I thought I heard a fox.
A fox? In these mountains?
Right. It's strange. I definitely heard a fox.
Where did you hear it?
Down towards that direction. Var sent out Seeker but couldn't see anything. But
Can Rain try to see if there are any tracks around or anything similar to that? Oh, we're not in
Roll.
mountains. In this area.
Thank you. Can you roll an investigation for me?
Okay. Oh, my very shitty investigation. Let's go. Oh!
ooh.
You begin to kind of like look around, looking for any tracks. And there's not quite anything that looks like fox track. There's definitely cart tracks from what you could only assume is when people were fleeing out of like the darkness. But other than that, there's not many tracks for any kind of wildlife at the moment. Anywhere.
You sure it was this way? Is there... It doesn't... We don't hear it again,
Definitely.
do we?
Nope, you haven't heard it again since.
I definitely heard it.
Huh. I mean... We could try to go a little bit further out this way, just kind of be careful in case we run into anything.
Yeah.
But if you guys might want to check it out, we can check it out. It's just...
It feels too strange to ignore. I've not
Yeah.
heard anything else. I've been listening and keeping watch, and there's no sign of anything. There's no wildlife. It's terrifying in a way. There
Yeah, it
should be at
definitely
least
sounds odd.
something.
Okay. I'll try to follow this general direction. If any of you two want to follow. It's just...
They will stay back here with the sauna.
Yeah.
I'll have Seeker out with y'all, so if I need to join, I can.
Yeah. Panache will be like,
Okay.
can you keep watch?
I'll
And then
start
she'll-
walking around some, so that way.
Quickly trot after Rain. Just if Panache sees Rain heading off, she'll very quickly be like, wait, I'm coming, wait.
Alrighty. Can you see anything in the dark, or do you need a torch or something?
Panache will laugh at that.
Is that a yes or a no?
I can see.
Okay.
It's just sitting there like, the way you're laughing. What's funny?
Why are you laughing?
This does not answer my question. Nash was asking a multiple choice question, responded
Yeah.
yes.
Panache is just gonna be like, I'm a tiefling, sweetie.
Right. Okay.
So did Tiefling see in the dark, or?
Yes. So
That's Rain's -1 intelligence, like showing up there. All right, so we go to the general direction of the noise. Kind of going through the bushes and all that.
Yep.
So the two of you begin to make your way through, and you're kind of having to make your own path at different points as you trek further and further from the designated like tracks and roads. And that silence continues to follow. The only sound, your own footsteps, your breathing, your own movement of the different plants and trees as you try and push your way through. And then you see this flicker of a blue light for just a second in the distance.
That
See
way.
that? Let's go.
That way. Yep.
I'm just running
They're
into
on a
this
mission.
towards this
Yeah.
random flickering light in the middle of nowhere.
They're very smart.
You're very smart.
Okay. Perfect. You continue, and you go to where you swore you could see that flicker of light. But that flicker of light is no longer there. Instead, drastically, as you're looking around to your left, there's another flicker of light in blue for just a second, and then green, and then back to blue again.
What on earth? Okay,
What?
this thing is weird. Rain just kind of like bolts forward
Yep.
either way. It's like fucking weird ass thing. What is this? Just runs towards it. Get back here.
Yeah, we're chasing the lights.
Chasing
Eventually,
lights.
you see in the distance a pair of eyes that reflect
Oh.
off of what you don't know. Because there's definitely no light to cause such a flicker of a reflection, but you see it all the same.
Yeah.
And then it disappears again further off into the distance once more. You continue to follow it.
Yes.
Okay.
Panache
Rain
will.
kind of like freezes as she saw like the eyes and just kind of looks at Panache and like proceeding to like follow it. She's like, "Oh, okay." It's like that was a little bit creepy, don't you think?
We have to see what it is.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Okay, we're going.
Okay. So, you are finding yourself further and further away from the campsite, following this vague blue flicker of light. And then suddenly, it disappears entirely. And can I get both of you to roll me a flat d20?
Okay.
boy! Oh, why?
I don't know if
You
that's
know?
good or not.
Let's go.
I think that should be good. Ah.
This will end well, I'm sure.
Oh my god, look, it's a 17.
Okay, so Panache got 20, Rain got 2. Let me check something
I
really
love the
quick.
duality of this.
Oh.
Let me just check something.
This is good or bad. We'll find out soon. Very soon.
Well, we got such opposite results. It's got to be good for one of us, right?
Yeah.
Unless it's
surely.
an average.
Fuck.
Okay. So,
Or you just have.
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna make a joke. Or you just have the dynamic of one person got something amazing, and the other person's like, you're on death saves.
No.
But okay. Roll your death saves. Rain, let's go. I'm kidding. So. Panache, you see a creature up ahead. A pair of small ears, a very bushy tail, and a body of pure white. And you can almost swear that you can slightly see through this being as it begins to tentatively approach you both. And you recognize it as a fox.
Oh. I think
Is it
Panache
only
should, like,
Panache that sees that?
nudge Rain and try to point it out.
Now Rain can see it with that.
Yeah.
What is that?
Fox? What is a fox doing in a place like this?
What is it? Why is it like what? I mean, kind of like slowly approach it.
As Rain goes to approach it, it takes a step back.
Okay,
Oh,
I get it.
Panash's turn.
yeah, Panache will kneel down.
As you kneel down, its ears kind of angle forwards again, and it kind of checks to see if Rain is going to take another step towards it. Okay, Rain is not going to take another step, and begins to approach you again, slowly closing that distance between, like, you both and it. And as it gets closer and closer, you can almost swear that you can see the stars glittering in its fur as it looks directly at you both.
Hello.
You watch its head tilt at the hello.
Why are
And
you
then,
here?
in response to that, it kind of lets out a loud, you know, the really loud yell that the foxes do?
Oh, yeah,
Like
I
that
know. Yeah, I
screechy
do.
sound. It lets out
I
one
live
of
in the
those.
UK.
Yeah, like it's bark. It lets out a bark. Which you
Panache
recognize
would
as the
flinch
same
at
as
that.
before. Is this a baby? And so, at the flinch, it'll take another couple of steps towards you, and then sits down, just out of reach out of both of you. And
Yeah.
you can see its tail thumping against the ground, and as its tail thumps against the ground, you can almost see this slight glitter coming from its fur that dissipates once it touches the floor.
Interesting thing.
Who are you?
It barks again.
Goodness, I wish I could speak with animals.
Well, I have no idea what to do with this.
Me neither.
Oh.
It's beautiful.
It's kind of sparkly.
Yeah.
Definitely an interesting fox.
Why do you sparkle?
It kind of looks
Little
very
fox.
curious as you're like speaking this entire time, and its ears like constantly twitching, listening, very like, what is this kind of thing? And you can see there's a curiosity behind its eyes, and it just kind of blinks slowly in your direction and gets up once more and kind of just barks again at you, kind of like very curious, as if it's trying to ask you a question in kind.
What do you want? Panache will like tentatively start to reach her hand out.
Roll an animal for me. Animal handling.
Da-da-da. She's far too nervous.
That could have been an 11 or 12, I swear.
As you reach out your hand, the fox skittishly like jumps back a tiny little bit, and its ears are kind of like up, angled, twitching, like
Sorry.
careful.
She quickly lower her hand again.
At that,
What?
the fox will kind of like it's almost odd how it does it, but it seems to like move its head as if it's motioning for you to follow as it turns around to start walking.
Okay. Yeah, if the fox starts like moving away, then Panache will go to follow, like at a respectful distance.
Okay. And Rain as
Got
well.
me resisting the urge this whole time to just not
Yep.
say, "Little fox, where is your home?"
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Where's your home, little fox? Anyway, so the fox takes you further and further from the path. And suddenly the forest in its decaying matter gets thicker and thicker. And it's getting a little bit harder to move through, but you do your best anyway. And I will need you both to roll for me, just to make sure you can get through it, okay? Athletics.
Athletics.
Can I go acrobatics instead?
Negotiate that with me. Why should it be in acrobatics for Panache?
Because Panache wouldn't just be trying to like burst through the forest. She'd be very delicately trying to like pick her way through and like jump over branches and things.
You know what? Sure. Yeah, good
Yay!
negotiation.
Yeah. Because
Raina's,
she'd be
like,
doing it
brutal-
very like
brute forcing
delicately on
into
her
this.
toes, trying to maneuver her way through as opposed to just like getting through.
You're gonna have a slightly higher DC for it, but I'll allow it.
Yeah.
You passed the DC. Okay, you're safe.
Yeah.
The DC was 15.
Woo.
That's why I was like, you have a higher DC.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. You're both able to keep up with the fox, always keeping like a respectful distance from the creature, because you know, when you get too close, it gets a little bit like, don't do that. But eventually, you see it kind of like squeeze itself under like a bush. And on top, like above the bush, is this thickly woven like branches, and it looks like it's a hideaway kind of place. It's not going to be easy to just go straight through. It looks like you're going to have to try and squeeze your way under in some way. What would you like to do? Would you like to try and follow it or look for another alternative path?
Panache would start to, and then she'd turn to look at Rain and be like, "Oh, do you think you could get through here? Or, Like, very aware of the size difference."
Like the Rain sees like the gap and just goes, maybe not. I think I can fit through that.
Is there another way around?
You can try to check.
Maybe I can go through and try and lead you? Guide you around?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
You can do a survival roll to see if you can find an alternative way.
Okay.
Oh no. Nope.
Is Panache also trying to do
Can
a
I-
survival
can I
roll for
have-
this?
Yes.
Can I have Seeker give the help action?
Oh no.
Okay, we are definitely needing that help. Actually, can we do that?
My god, that was a 5 and a 3.
Can Seeker give the help action?
It was actually a roll of a 1 on a die and the 2 on the die.
Oh my god. Seeker can give the help action.
Seeker,
give it-
please. You
We'll
have an
give it
aerial
to-
view.
To Rain.
Do I roll again? What is happening?
Yeah, you get advantage.
Oh, okay.
Are you
Oh my god!
kidding?
What the fuck was
Are you
that?
kidding?
So,
Well, I did everything I
No
could.
way.
you spend a while trying to search for an alternative way to get to where the fox is gone. But
I think after a little while, Panache will go like, I'm gonna go through and see if I can see anything on the other side, okay?
Yeah, sure, please do. I don't think we're finding anything here.
I'll call out if I need you.
Be careful.
I will, and Panache is gonna try squeeze through.
You're gonna do an athletics for me, please.
Does it have to be athletics? I feel like this could be acrobatics too. It's very
Try
much
and
about like
negotiate an acrobatics.
contortionism.
Okay, but
Contortionism, and using the acrobatics to get into the right position.
you are literally trying to get on your like arms and leg, like you're trying to get basically on your stomach and crawl through a gap.
Yeah, dexterously squeezing through. She's very limber. She can do the splits. Acrobatics, please.
I have a feeling your athletics is not very good.
No.
Maybe not.
So
I mean, Rain could try at some point if Panache. Well, Panache
it's
doesn't
gonna
fit. She
be a
won't fit.
higher DC,
I'm okay with that. She'll just
like a
she'll just pass it.
significantly, because acrobatics is very different to what you're asking, technically. But
It's
you
her
know
trying
what?
to like contort herself to squeeze through the gap.
Rain just watches Panache fold herself into a pretzel. Like, this is not helping.
Rain's like, wow,
Doesn't
I didn't
help
know she
anything.
could do
She
that.
starts like leaning from side to side. She leans forward at a really weird angle, sticks like her arm in, brings it back, turns it slightly.
Rain just has like the most confused like face of just like, huh?
I mean, this is impressive, but you're... Huh?
Okay, does she get stuck or not?
So, as you begin to try and push your way through, for a second you feel like you're getting stuck, but you're able to kind of fix it, get yourself back into...
Wiggle her hips.
Yeah, sure.
She's good at that.
Oh my god. Anyway,
What?
you're able to like
Rain's
kind of
just
shimmy.
watching this whole thing happen. Just be like, okay.
just watching, like Rain is literally watching as
Enjoy
Panache
the
is like,
view.
oh my god.
Rain's like all flustered right now. I just be like, oh my god, okay.
Like Rain is just watching as she's slowly crawling
Butt
through,
sticking out.
butt sticking out, wriggling her hips, tail like moving as she's trying to like squeeze herself through. Rain's just like, oh, having to witness this whole thing.
Panache, like a house pet stuck under the couch.
Yeah.
At some point, Rain's just gonna be like, do you need help or something?
My god. So, Panache is eventually able to get through. Panache, you do not get stuck. But it was a close
Yay.
call, and you can feel it was a close call.
Yeah.
But you're able to get to the other side eventually. And what you are met with is a small little place that seems to glow with something special, something beautiful. There are
Oh.
trees that are alive and are flourishing. There is a small spring of water. There are plants that seem untouched by the shadows. And as you look around, you see these giant, beautiful, beautiful wisteria trees.
Ooh.
Everything looks good. Everything looks happy. You can see a small little rabbit kind of like happily picking at some grass, and there's a bird happily sleeping on one of the branches. You see an owl not too far away. All of these animals that should be, you know, afraid of each other are getting along, coexisting. What would you like to do?
Wow. Well, stare for a moment. Panache
Sure.
would be so fixated but on the sight.
Takes a little bit too long, but it's just gonna call out of like, is everything okay?
Yes, yes, I'm fine. Wow. I wish you could see this.
What exactly do you see? What's up in there?
It's alive. It's beautiful.
There's a whole place in there?
Yes. Oh. You would
Seeker's
not
gonna head
believe
in.
your eyes if you saw this.
I thought you were about
Is there any other way I can get in? I mean, I could try to squeeze myself into this thing. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna go well.
I don't know. Would I be able to see like any other way to get through from the other side?
From this side, it looks like an entirely different place. Like,
Yeah.
it's thick
Yeah,
with
this is-
leaves and undergrowth, and like, you look like you're in a thick forest
No.
on this side.
This is. It feels like a forest. This wisteria?
Mysterious.
Oh my god. And with that, Panache is going to pull her notebook out of her bag.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because Panache is going to very suddenly remember something that she found in her notebook quite a while ago now that she had forgotten about and didn't mention to people because the time never happened. But after saving Mailu, she found a page in her notebook written in handwriting she didn't recognize, which had a poem on it. And it's very strange because the poem that was written feels like this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So Panache will stand and just stand there on her own and slowly read the poem to herself.
Okay. Do you want to read the poem
And then she's
aloud in this moment for the other people who might not know what the poem says?
yeah, because I'm wondering because she's going to read it to Rain and Va in a moment, or one of them can read it. Hee hee.
It was in your notebook. So
Yeah.
That is yours to read.
Read it out.
Okay, I'll read it. I'll read it normally. It's not her like reading it out loud. But yes, she found a poem in her notebook written in an unknown handwriting after they saved Mailu. It's just her notebook where she writes letters to her mama and people back home. So to see this randomly written in her notebook by someone where she has no idea how it could have happened was really weird for her. But there's a poem called Deep Past the Meadow. Deep within the forest, hidden beneath the fall of wisteria, a lone fox sits upon a stone, waiting until she comes home. Deep within the forest, underneath the wisteria, marked in blue a moonlight's ray, hidden so far, far away. Follow to the waters by the wisteria, and let your body lay. Deep past the meadow, hidden where it's warm, the fox sits upon the forest stone, protected from harm, and awaiting you. For here it is safe, hidden beneath the wisteria, until her person can return. Here you rest in this place until I can come home. And so she waits. A lone fox sits upon a worn stone, where waters sit calm and the wisteria grows. Here is the place where I love you, she barks. Here is the place we called home.
Clap, 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 clap.
And
Beautiful. So,
Panache is going to look for the fox again.
you look around for the fox. He seems to be kind of like eyeing you from across the place, and you can see a lot of the animals moving around, but the fox sits and watches you by the spring water. Always curious about what you're doing and what you're seeing.
Panache is going to slowly head over towards the spring
Okay.
and lie down.
As you lay down,
And look up.
the fox kind of approaches and kind of like stares down at you for a second. And you watch as it's kind of trying to process what it's seeing, and there's this look in its eyes that it's like it's almost sentient, like it's searching for something. And just as quickly as that searching gaze trailed over you, it kind of just, you see it visibly deflate as it kind of sits down beside you and tentatively lays itself down beside you.
I'm sorry, little fox. Am I not who you're waiting for?
You hear the tail thump against the ground as it raises and drops its tail. But it gets a little bit closer to you anyway.
I don't know what this means. I think Panache would lay there just for a little while. But then after that, she'll get up again
While you were
and
laying
smile sadly
there-
at the fox.
While you were laying there, the fox seemed very content to kind of like lay there as well, and eventually it had rested its head against like your arm, and you could see that it was trying to like get comfortable until eventually you stand up and it too stands up to kind of like mimic your movements.
I don't know what this means.
In response, the fox will jump up onto like one of the stones by the water and will kind of like look down into the water.
Panache will go over and do the same then.
As you look down, there is
Head
a
over and peer into the water.
Perfect. As you look down, there is a small box in the water, and beneath that small box is a, like, you see the small box, you see a, like, chunk of fabric that looks absolutely drenched, and then you see slightly underneath the fabric the hilt and, like, handle of something that's glittering in the water. You're not quite sure what it is.
Oh. Well, she's immediately going to try and reach for that.
What part of it? All of it?
The box to start with.
Okay. You reach your hand into the water, and the water is just really nice spring water, so nothing bad happens as you
Yeah.
reach in and you pull out the box, and water drips onto the rocks as you hold this little, like, box in your hands. There's
And
no
she won't
lock.
even open it yet. She'll put it to her side
Okay.
and reach for the fabric and the handle of something.
As you reach your hand down and pull out the fabric, it has a little bit of a, like, reluctance at first. Can I get you to roll a strength for me?
Oh boy.
I think you should argue for acrobatics again.
No acrobatics. This is not an acrobatics moment.
It becomes like a jiu-jitsu fucking.
Just be like, can I roll for sleight of hand instead?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Strength. It's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay.
So, you...
I told you you should argue for acrobatics.
I'm just saying, Seeker's in here. That help action is possible, but Michael's not going to apparently use it.
You never acknowledged that Seeker was in here. I just
Yeah,
kept saying Seeker was in here because I wanted to see it.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Seeker can get through the gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considerably smaller than Ash and Raina.
How's Seeker helping this one? Is what I'm thinking.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You always find fucking ways to make it work.
Seeker, get in the
So-
water.
Oh my god.
Dive bomb.
So you begin to pull at it, and as you're trying to dislodge it, you notice some of the other animals have begun to kind of like watch. There's curiosity in all of them,
Oh.
as like a couple of like deer kind of approach you very carefully, and a rabbit comes and jumps up beside you, and your little fox creature that has been with you is watching so like so curious, like, and almost hopeful. You couldn't help but think it's like it's trying to
Yeah.
will you to get this. But all of
Do
the animals
better.
are now watching. Would you like to try again?
Yes.
Would be nice if Raina was in there. She's still
Finally,
standing
Raina.
outside.
Alright, Seeker's gonna give the help action this time.
No,
Never
you don't need
mind.
it.
You don't need it.
Don't need it.
That's-
It's the
that's-
animals. Oh my! She's like a Disney princess. She's got the power of the
I
animals, and
can't
then suddenly
fucking
she can do
believe that
anything.
worked. I can't believe
Oh my
that's
god.
what got you a nat 20.
That got the nat 20. That's like I'm really happy about that. That's like my
Panache-
happiest
Panache
nat
is-
20.
Panache
This
is
feels like
a-
such a good moment for it.
She's a Disney princess.
It feels like such a good moment for it. It's like this is, she can tell how
tiefling
important
of
this
the
is
lake,
to
what is your
all the
wisdom?
animals.
So,
Exactly.
you kind of look back at the fox and turn back to try one more time, and you really, really do your best to try and dislodge this thing, and eventually, after a bit of maneuvering and trying, you feel it give, and suddenly you stumble back, holding in your hands this blade that looks like it hasn't aged a single day. Like, it looks brand new, as if it just been made. The handle, this beautiful design as it kind of like curls around, and it's like you can see that this is so someone put all their love into this work, like this piece. This is their magnum opus, even in terms of what it looks like. And I'm gonna put in your
Wow.
chat what this is. Here we go. So as you're holding the blade in your hands, the animals seem to kind of look at you, look at the blade, and go back to what they're doing. One of the deer kind of like brush up against you for just a second before moving along once more, and the fox watches you and waits for your next move.
She'd probably try and like take a better look at it, see if there's any like defining properties or like engravings or anything that seems like that it would like make it stand out. Identifiable features.
Engraved into the blade itself is the words "Little Fox," and
Ooh.
along the handle, you can see that there have been a couple of stones that have been put into it itself: a sapphire, a amethyst, and a stone that you don't quite recognize at first, but it glows this beautiful, orangey yellow color. Like, it's such a beautiful color, but you're not quite sure what it is. But you at least know the other two.
Yeah. Wow.
What would you like to do?
I'll put it down for a moment and check the box that she just placed on the ground.
As you open the box, you see a small little vial of some kind of ink, you think?
Huh. Is
You're not
that the
quite
only thing
sure.
in there?
So as well as that, you see a couple of food items that look perfectly preserved, as if they'd only just been put in there.
Delicious. Chop.
Wow.
One of the food items is a little apple. There's a little bag that looks like it's got some kind of animal feed, you want to assume, from the looks of it. There's oats
Yeah.
and all of that. And then there's a couple of pieces of preserved meat.
Huh. Interesting. She'll close the box and she'll go to put it in her bag, but she'll look towards the fox creature as she does to see if it's allowed. If the fox would get upset by it, she won't, but if not, she'll put it in her bag.
The fox looks pretty happy, but it's kind of eyeing that box, and you can kind of see its tail wag a little bit as if it's waiting for something.
She'll open it up again. Would you like something?
It's staring up at you at that question.
What? She'll take the animal feed and hold it out in her hand.
It sneezes.
She'll take the preserved meat and hold that out in her hand.
Now it's happy, and it will
Yeah.
eagerly kind of press a paw against you to try and lift itself up to try and get to it. Do you offer it the food
Here you
properly?
go. Yes.
Very happily, this creature takes the food from your hand and kind of moves away a little bit so that it can chomp down on the food, and it looks pretty happy. But you notice that when it's eating, you can almost see part of the food as it's eating it for a couple of seconds from the side of its face.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Almost like a projection.
Maybe. All you know is that for
Woohoo.
just a second, you see a flash of food being eaten through its mouth, and then it's back to normal again. Back to its slightly see-through little blue, whitish blue self.
Yeah. Interesting.
What would you like to do?
What about the fabric?
So, for that one, it looks like an old, cloak, you want to say? It looks wearable,
Yeah.
but at a glance, nothing that you would be able to, identify.
Huh. Well, if it's here, it might be important.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be Panash's reasoning. She's going to be like, if I was led here, maybe led here. Was I led here? I think I was led here. She'll be like, this must be important. I'm going to see about bringing it with me too. She'll be like
Okay.
wringing it out to try and get it like as dry as possible. And then probably like I feel like she'd be able to like use prestidigitation to try and like dry it off.
Okay. You're able to dry it off, and it's back to looking like it was before it got
Yeah.
saturated.
Sweet, free cloak.
Yippee!
Look of
And I think she'd look around the area and like hold out the other food and see if any of the other animals go for it or not.
All of the other animals are more than happy to take from you. And they seem
Yeah.
pretty happy at that. And because you offer that to them, the fox, who seems to have noticed that you have made a point of giving the other animals their food as well, looks at you and disappears into the bushes for a couple of seconds. You wait, and it comes back with a small little pouch in its mouth.
Oh. What's
You
that?
try and take it.
Well, Panache would hold her hand out quite far in front of her. It's like a you can pass it if you want to kind of gesture.
It drops it in your hand.
Oh. She'll open it up and see what's inside.
You see some strange cards. You see a small little note. And a small little picture of a little fox that has been drawn by someone.
Oh. What does the note say?
So, the note itself seems to be a small little goodbye letter. And it reads, I'm sorry I have to leave you. I will not be gone long. Please wait for me.
Oh. What are the cards like?
They look like some playing cards.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I don't like this.
Interesting.
I don't like this.
A totally normal deck of
Yeah,
cards.
Panache will look at them like, huh?
Mm-hmm. You look at them and they're definitely cards. They're definitely some playing
Yep.
cards. I don't know what
Oh,
else I
boy.
can tell you. They look like cards at a glance.
Panache will put everything back in the pouch and then turn to the fox and point to herself and be like, is this for me?
The fox will nod at you, as if it understands you in that moment.
Yeah. Thank you. And with that, she will put that and the ink question mark into her bag
Okay?
and then pick up the cloak and the sword. I think maybe like knowing her and her like flair for the dramatic, she'll probably put the cloak on and like do a twirl in it.
Okay. You do that.
Cool. Alright, anyway.
As you do that, though,
Yeah.
after a couple of seconds, you notice that there is another version of you near you.
Hell
Wait,
yeah.
what is?
Hell
boy.
yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. It mimics that what as well.
Oh. She'll take the cloak off. Hee.
And it disappears.
Very interesting.
Very interesting indeed. Me smiling and Panache being like, whoa.
Oh, well, what's this?
And with that, I think she'd like start to gather the things and nod to
Nash
the
went
fox
shopping.
and head back to Rain. She'll head
You're gonna-
back to like the gap and she'll
Yeah.
go, Rain,
Yeah.
got some things. And she'll start like putting her stuff through the gap before she sends herself
Or just
through.
like, oh, okay.
So it's just
okay,
a sword
okay.
and a
Slides
cloak.
over a sword.
A sword and a cloak, yeah. Just
Oh
emerging
wow, you
from the
went
gap.
shopping. Okay. Very interesting.
And then, do I have to roll again to get back out?
You sure do.
Yeah. She might need a tug.
Alright, Seeker's gonna try to help again.
Is that okay?
You just make it. That's the same one you rolled to get
Yeah.
in there, I feel.
Oh, it is. Oh my god, she does the exact same thing to get back.
It's just
She's like, it
flustered
worked
again.
in there. It's gonna work back.
Oh my god. Oh.
Amazing.
You're able to kind of squeeze your way through, and eventually you get out to the other side where Rain is waiting for you. And what are you doing, Rain?
She's kind of just staring at Panache as she tries to get back through again, and just kind of like, how'd you get all of these stuff? Like, you went shopping in there.
Yeah, that was. It was like a
You didn't loot
forest
someone's
grove.
grave, did you? That's kind of.
No. No, I hope not.
This is pretty. These are some pretty interesting
No, the-
things.
Little fox led me to it. There's a lot
Little
of stuff
fox,
here.
huh?
We should probably head back. We can go through it. I can show you all. All the things.
I mean, I can try. Yeah, we can try to do that. We probably gotta take all these things back. So a cloak and bag of stuff and a blade.
A rapier, yes.
Oh, look at
So
that!
interesting. I only mentioned one earlier.
You really did.
Interesting.
Well, we best try to head back.
Yes.
See if we can, like, look, take a look at all the stuff and maybe go back and.
Is Seeker in like bird form?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then Panache would say, I was about to say go back and tell Var everything, but and then she'll just nod to Seeker.
Chirp.
Sharp.
Yeah. Let's head back.
Alrighty.
And then Panache will look at Seeker again like, we don't know the way back.
Survival for me.
Take the help
Okay.
action.
Help
Oh, I didn't-
action. I'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's better.
One of those is good.
Fucking God.
Yeah. 18.
You are able to find the tracks that you
Help.
made initially to get there
Oh,
as you make your way
Excellent.
back to the camp, where you can see the glow of the fire and Var waiting.
we're back. Nash went on a little bit of a shopping trip. Got some stuff.
I didn't go shopping. I didn't spend money.
That was stranger.
Sure.
That was very
Well, hand him over.
strange.
I'm gonna do this in a while.
It was so
Maybe, like-
strange. It was like a forest grove with a fox and everything was alive and it almost felt like it was frozen in
I
time.
will share an image to Rain.
Okay.
Yeah,
of
the image
of the scene.
from
that way-
Seeker's view.
So that way Rain gets to perceive it as well.
Mhm.
Rain gets surprised by this. I don't know if Vara mentioned it beforehand, but she just goes,
No, I
"Oh
didn't.
my god, Jesus!"
Oh.
She's just like, "Oh god."
Jump scare. Scenery.
Eh,
That's great.
Wild
You
animal
gotta let
jump
me know
scare.
beforehand.
Yeah. Payback.
You know what? Fair enough. Yeah, this is beautiful. Something like this, just in the middle of
It's yeah,
the forest.
but it reminded
Nash,
me
would
of
you like-
something.
Would you like to know what those items do?
In a moment. First, look at this. And Panache will take out her notebook, and finally she gets to show someone this poem that she has had for so long and not told anyone about because it hasn't been the right moment.
I mean, this just
Hmm.
sounds like your situation.
That sounds.
Yes, I don't know
very
where it came
interesting.
from. It was just written in
Oh.
my notebook after we saved Mylu.
And don't recognize the
No,
handwriting or anything. Okay.
I don't know who could have written it.
Did you leave it somewhere at all? Like maybe.
I don't know. I don't remember leaving it anywhere. Like it's possible, but I don't think I did.
That's definitely strange.
But I had no idea what it meant. But then as soon as I entered that grove, it was the poem.
It was
Wisteria
a
trees
poem.
and all that. That's interesting. It's definitely like almost like it was leading you to into that. Let me see.
I mean, I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah.
More mysteries for us to hopefully find answers to at some point.
Yeah. Many mysteries. Anyway, there's this sword. There's this cloak.
We'll start casting Identify. We'll go sword first.
Okay, so cast that for me.
Yes. Well, it's a ritual.
Yep.
But I will cast a spell.
Yep, I need to see it in the log.
Hold on. Ah. That's the wrong tab. That's the right tab. Ugh. Just been cast.
Okay, perfect.
Hey.
So, let's see. you sacrifice your pearl and go.
It is not consumed. The pearl is not consumed, it's just a material component required to be able to cast it.
It literally says consume resource.
That's the spell. The spell
Okay.
slot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rituals are weird in this. Yeah, the pearl itself is not consumed. Usually whenever they, like, consume a material component that costs a lot of gold, it'll specify that it's consumed by the spell. It's like for
Okay.
Revivify and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you
We're
spend
just
a bit
walking
of
around with
time.
100 gold for worth of fucking pearl.
Look, there's a reason I'm broke.
Ah, yes, the wizard.
Wizarding ain't cheap.
Alrighty. So, Leary's already got the information for that sword, but you're able to discern that it is it's a rapier that I'm gonna just put into your chat as well at this point.
Yay.
But you can read it too. But you're able to discern that there is definitely magic in this weapon. Alright. Is there anything
Huh.
else?
Well, we're gonna move down the line.
Did you say hot?
Cloak
And it
time.
sounded like the
Yeah.
fucking villager. Why did I change? There we go. It's like, oh, that's a good
And
impersonation. What one are you gonna do next?
Yeah.
The cloak. I'm gonna
there's
do
this cloak.
the ones that have been handed to me.
That is literally
Yep.
you do your one, so knock it again on your thing.
I mean, it's just
So?
ritual. I can spam this.
Exactly.
enough
Yeah.
That's the plan. I'm gonna make you
Yeah.
use your resources. So this is a cloak of
I
displacement.
love. Yeah, I'm just
Yep, yeah, I
saying, I
figured.
love the thought of us both just sitting here staring at Var as he like spends a minute identifying all of these items just in silence.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like we're trying to get stuff appraised.
Yeah.
Literally.
So
So cloak of displacement. That's a fun one. Was anything else handed over to him?
Panache would then get the pouch out and the little jar. She'd hand like the jar of ink ? Over.
okay, as you hand over,
I don't
the
know what this
ink
is.
bar, as you cast another identify, you can discern that this is magical tattooing.
Tattoo ink.
This is magical tattooing, correct?
Let's go. Alright.
What is it?
It's tattoo ink. It's used for certain tattoos can be imbued with like magical properties. This is the ink that you would want to use for that.
Oh. Interesting.
Displacer cloak. Okay. Displacer ink. That's not the right thing. There we go.
Displacer ink could be fucked up.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Displacer ink.
But yeah,
I
Var,
don't
Whatever
know
you
what that
write
is,
with
but that
this
sounds
will
fucked
appear
up.
somewhere else instead.
oh my god.
I'll Google that right now.
Next.
But yeah, basically Var begins to explain the like you can basically tattoo someone with this magical ink, and that then gives them
Imbues the person with magical
Wow.
magical properties.
and
Ooh.
Depends on what you
that
do.
Nice.
depending on the design of the tattoo is the spell or magic that you are given.
That's interesting.
As you then take what are you handing over next?
The pouch with the cards in and the notes.
Oh, Var's about to
Var,
have,
this is the
like,
deck of
a
many
fun
things.
time.
You're fully aware of
Yeah,
this.
yeah, okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah,
Cool, 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 cool.
I thought it would be.
How many? Can I
These-
count how many cards are in there?
It's a full deck.
Ah, fuck.
Oh boy.
Var like pales.
What?
Uh,
Uh, um,
looks like
I
a
don't
What is
normal
it?
deck of cards to me. What's wrong with it?
hmm. Um.
Kinda like
ooh, hold on.
poker?
DM.
Like,
Before I
Yes.
start rambling about the deck many things, do you want me to give like a history arcana check so I can kind of base on what information I'm giving?
Yeah, give me a Arcana.
Excellent.
oh,
There we go.
I saw the one
Okay, cool.
just teeter a little bit. I got very scared.
Cool.
Yeah, you have a pretty good
Um,
knowledge of this as being a very like. It's not a common item at all.
So-
This is like mythological item.
So, for magic items, there are different gears for what makes items. Funnily enough, the rapier that we have here is legendary in its quantity.
Huh?
This would be something that you would hear of, like, this would make a warrior or someone be recognized as having this item. This would be
Oh.
someone that tales would be written about. Its effects are very powerful.
So,
There's a
So it's
tier,
rare.
arguably one of a kind. But it is possible to recreate it. This is the peak of crafting. This
Oh,
would be
wow.
this could be a crafter's masterpiece. There is a step beyond that for items, which is an artifact, which is something in of itself that is beyond the scope of what is normally possible. They can't be destroyed except in very specific circumstances. This is usually the cultivation of more of a civilization's understanding than one individual's.
so very powerful, very.
So remember the paintings being able to change reality.
Yeah.
This is one of those dangerous. So that means
That's what
it's
the deck
dangerous.
does.
Don't just pick anything.
How can a
Like-
deck of cards be dangerous?
Yeah, I mean, like, do we like have to?
There has been a documented time that I can recall seeing of whenever the deck of many things was pulled. And in all honesty, it sounds more like a fairy tale than anything from a history book. The other unique property for artifacts, since they can't be destroyed, they pop up elsewhere.
Oh.
So,
So, what do we do with this?
if you're feeling lucky, you can pull a card.
Or the
But this is you're familiar enough with the tales about djinns and genies, how things are. There's some
Yeah.
there's some very good things that can come from this deck.
So I'm guessing there's
But
also very bad.
There is also the chance for something bad.
I see.
mean,
So
I've-
you can
I've
pull
heard-
a card if you want.
I've heard rumors before about a magnificent magical deck of cards. But the rumors I heard don't make me really want to try it.
Well, that's because the bad always shines brighter than the good.
I don't think I want to mess with that thing.
Because there's actually a tale I heard in the B&B once. I thought it was just like a funny story someone had said, but it was about someone who had a magical deck of cards. They drew a card and they suddenly had jewels and riches at their feet. And then they drew another card and they were murdered by a Grim Reaper. It sounds really silly.
This is
I've heard the stories before going around, but it's just
this is how the other items the legendary items usually make people legends. The artifacts tend to be of legends.
Wow.
I
I don't think we should draw these cards.
yeah.
mean, if you really want to.
Var.
I don't feel lucky. Not
Neither
if I
do
don't
I.
know the possibilities.
Well, it's
Because it could just be a silly story, but if I do draw a card and suddenly get murdered by a Grim Reaper, I'd rather that not happen.
No, you don't think you could fight the Grim Reaper?
No? Maybe? Could I? No, I don't know.
It's a very
It seems too
interesting
dangerous, though.
conversation.
I don't know what we're gonna do with this one.
I think I gotta keep it for some other time.
Keep it
I don't
safe.
even know if it's basically one of a kind. It's best that it's not in the hands of people who might mess around with it. I mean, not that we
True.
wouldn't mess around with it. I don't think we would mess around
Like,
with
if we
it.
don't-
but
If we don't even know what it's capable of, like if it could be this incredible
I
miracle
believe the
mythical
answer
thing.
to that is anything. I think it's actually capable of anything.
Oh, we do not want this in the wrong hands. We need to look after this. I mean,
We'll add
it's
it to the list.
fine. We've already got a target on our backs anyway. What's another thing to kill us over?
Sure. But like, what if we pulled a good card?
that's gambling. I don't do that.
I only gamble when the odds are in my favor.
Oh, that's not gambling.
Exactly. And then she'll wink at Var.
Oh, good lord. Okay. Was there anything else? Or are we just gonna talk about the deck of many things the rest of the time?
It was just
Yes.
these. Oh, there was food as well, but I fed
I don't
the...
think the
the
food's gonna be
animals.
You
magical.
took the box, right?
Yeah.
There's a box.
You're gonna hand over.
Well,
the
yeah,
box
this
as
was
well?
just what they came in. And if Var wants it, then yeah, Panache would. Because she would have just been like, yeah, whatever, it's a box. But she'll hand it over to Var.
Box, tell me your secrets.
So, you inspect the
I feel
box,
like that's not just a box.
and the box itself is classified as a box or chest of preserving, where any item that is put inside it that is food or perishable will not age or decay.
Huh.
Oh,
Very
hey,
nice
that's
to have.
rations.
The rations should be preserved anyways, but we could put, actual food in here.
Good food.
Actual perishables.
Something
Actual food.
Lex cooked.
Good food.
Good food.
Finally, some good
How big is the
fucking food.
box? Finally, some good fucking food.
Excuse me, I was not able to mute for that
Bless
one.
you.
All good.
Bless you.
Mari, how big is the box?
It's not too big. It's definitely like big enough to store a couple of items in. It's not like
We're
a
more likely
big
to
box.
preserve some like ingredients, but not like enough to be able to feed a lot of people, sort of thing.
Correct.
Yeah, fair. Cool. That was fun. Okay, who's holding
That'd
onto
be
the
cool
deck?
I can hold
Um,
on to it.
Yeah, I don't think I should be holding that thing.
Oh, but you could pull a card.
No. That's why I will take the deck. I feel like I'm the least likely to be tempted by it.
The box seems like a good option if you ever need to go to Valencia. Just to like put it out there.
Yeah, I will hand the deck back over to Panache.
Thank you. She'll put it in the pouch, and then tie the pouch in a knot, and then tie another knot, and then put it in her bag.
Full information for the Defender Rapier. It both makes it. This item's fucked up. We'll just read it out loud for everyone. It does require attunement. You get a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. The first time you attack with the sword on
Ooh.
each of your turns, you can transfer some or all of the sword's bonuses to your armor class instead of using the bonuses on any attacks for that turn. So, for example, you can reduce the bonus to your attack and damage rolls to a +1 to get a +2 boost to your AC. The bonus remains in effect until the start of your next turn, although you must hold the sword in order to be gaining the AC bonus. You have to have proficiency with the rapier. And then it has the following mastery property. To use this properly, you must have a feat that lets you use it. It has Vex. If you hit a creature with this weapon and deal damage to a creature, you have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature before the end of your next turn.
Yippee.
It's a very,
Yippee!
very strong item.
Got some really
That
good
does
stuff.
sound really good.
And then Cloak of Displacement. Hold on. Gotta pull up the right one too. It does require attunement. Whenever you wear this cloak, you project an illusion that makes you appear as if you were standing nearby to your actual location, causing any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. But the first time you take damage, that property ceases until the start of your next turn. And the ability is not active if you are incapacitated, restrained, or otherwise unable to move.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty handy.
Okay. So for the tattoo ink, we need to find a tattoo artist that can use it.
Grants
And
the
someone who would
person
want
magic.
a tattoo.
Like, is it a constant effect or like how
It is
does that work?
It's like a tattoo. It is a permanent effect. The specifics depend on what you're wanting and what the person using it's capable of. Most of the time I've seen it to have people become, I guess, for Mari's specifications, I'm assuming it functions like the Orly tattoos from campaign 2.
It functions
the thinking?
like the magic tattoos from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
Tasha's Cauldron and everything. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So there's a limited amount of different tattoos that you can get done, and so just as general like understanding of how this functions, there's a list of different tattoos that can be done by specific tattoo artists, which then, depending on which one you get, does very specific things.
And they also have different rarities,
Yes.
I believe.
So, for example, the Blood Fury tattoo is a legendary rarity versus the Illuminator's tattoo, which is very common. And to be able to do these, you need a special tattoo artist who has a special needle with the ink, and then they're able to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
Okay.
Good to have the ink.
Good to have the ink. Now we just got to find a tattoo artist for it,
Yeah.
which is going to be easier said than done, I believe.
Yes.
Also, of note, these do require an attunement slot.
I have no idea what that
Ah.
means.
So you have 3 attunement slots. The more powerful the items or how the items function, they will require attunement to limit how many you can have and use.
Yeah, it's like making a bond with the item.
So, for example,
Okay.
if say somebody were to attune to all 3 of these items that we have, somebody could have the cloak, the tattoo, and the rapier, but they would not be able to attune to anything else without unattuning from one of those items. And then the other items
Okay.
go back to basically being mundane. They don't provide any of their benefits if you are not attuned to them other than just what they are. It's like if you don't attune to the displacer cloak but still wear it, it's just a regular cloak.
Okay.
Hehe.
I don't know how unattuning. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. If you unattune from the tattoo, it vanishes. It's gone.
Ah.
And you get a needle.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay, so
Very interesting.
who wants the rapier?
I don't know.
It is a finesse weapon, or semantics, so it is a dex-based weapon.
Yeah, I don't
Yep.
know. I mean, I
Can just hold on to it for now.
If you're
Pretty
holding on
sure
to
I
it, you're
have-
attuning to it.
proficiency to it, but like I don't have
No.
very good dex. I think I have the dexterity for it. I know how to use it. It's just, there.
I mean, you'd be able to utilize it a lot. But you wouldn't get much from the AC boost. You'd be basically just using it as a +3 weapon.
Possibly. Could be. I mean,
Is
there anyone
attack
else?
a lot.
Yeah, I do attack a lot. I don't really hit a lot, but I do attack a lot.
An additional +3 to your attack rolls would help out a ton.
It would,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
It is a
Attack and
+3
damage.
to damage and to your attack, so it makes it easier to hit.
Has
and
that
to
really
hit
good
harder.
sword.
And then
Okay.
you can also modify things around. So you can also then temporarily increase your AC. You're like, well, I'm already hitting these things anyways, so I'll give myself a +3 to my AC
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah. Oh, also, Panache would like turn to Var as well and be like, "By the way, do you know what this gem is? At the bottom, I know there's a sapphire and an amethyst, but I don't know what this orangey yellowish one is."
So, you're going to look at it, Bar, I'm assuming? And you're
Yeah.
going to see that it is a alexandrite. But it's basically a little bit slightly different color than any other orange alexandrite that you've ever seen. Almost like there's like a wisp of like the different color blending through of the more yellow amongst the orange.
I will relay that information. It's a strangely hued alexandrite.
Interesting.
Interesting choice of gemstones for it, though.
Yeah, so I wonder if it means anything.
I mean, there's the obvious one. Just Planet Rain be like
Xandrite?
sapphire, Planet Panache, amethyst.
That's a very interesting color. Combination.
The only one that's weird is the Alexandrite being orange and yellow, but leaning more towards yellow.
Oh.
It's
So that could
interesting.
be either of the other two.
But how can it be related to us? It was already like this.
You found them, didn't you?
I don't know. Things are so
You
strange.
stumbled into a grove being led by a mystical fox.
Well, it's so
Yeah, that does
silly
happen
when you
like a
say it like
happenstance,
that.
like a common happenstance.
And it's happened twice. And then you proceeded to find one of the most powerful artifacts that has ever existed, in addition to an item to make you a figure of legend.
Hmm.
And we're going to question about coincidences now.
Very interesting point. But
This
I mean,
is
I
not
guess
how I expected this night to go.
You're telling me.
we have very interesting items here.
Anyone can really use the cloak. Panache is probably one of the people who can utilize the rapier a little bit better, especially if she's wanting to look into swordplay. Otherwise, we're looking at Rain or Lex.
I have to be proficient in rapier.
Do you know how to use a rapier? I have no idea if Lex does, but I assume Lex is also weapons trained, so it wouldn't surprise me.
It's simple martial weapons.
Panache, are you trained on how to use a rapier?
No. Why would I be?
Why would you know Cure Wounds when you're a sorcerer? That's not a normal thing.
I
Oh,
literally
figured
just
it was
told
worth
you
asking.
about my past.
That was what I was pointing out, is that it could have been another aspect of your past. Either way.
No, I would
I mean,
I would have mentioned earlier when we were talking about swords if I knew how to use one.
That's fair.
if I use this, would I be able to like have it be like given to someone else if someone else would be better off with it?
I mean, you can
eventually?
attune from this item whenever,
Okay. I can
but
pick it up.
somebody else will have to spend time with it to gain its
Yeah.
full benefits. It takes an
Yes.
hour to attune to a weapon, or to attune to any magical item.
You know, we need sleep. I can probably do that. I'll take it.
There you are. All right, now the cloak, and we can all use the cloak. It has utility for literally everyone.
Yes. Honestly, Var, I feel like the cloak would be better for you.
Don't we have the same armor class of 11?
No. Teehee. Out of character, no. Teehee.
I mean, I will take the cloak, but I wasn't going to just assume that I would be the one to get it.
This is Varn.
No, I feel like you're the one who would be most at risk upon taking a hit.
I mean, sure.
And also, it would be another layer of warmth for you in the cold.
That is always helpful. I will take the cloak and we can discuss it with Citron and Lex whenever they
Yes.
are present. Awake.
Yeah.
And I can hold on to the
Alright.
rest until we need them, I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good. Just if you ever do decide to pull a card, do give us a heads up.
I don't
Hell
plan on
yes.
pulling any, but you will be the
That's-
first to know, don't worry.
That's not what I said. The thing is temptation incarnate.
I'm good at resisting
Well.
temptation.
You'll be testing that theory.
Test away.
Oh, I'm not testing it.
I'm much stronger than I used to be,
Based on that thought,
in many ways.
Whoa.
who are you blessed by, Panache?
Why are you asking me that?
You're not cold? Are you?
No. I've said since the beginning I haven't hidden this.
So who are you blessed by? Or,
I
guess
presume
you
Lightbringer.
You probably don't know. It's an interesting discussion.
I wish I knew. I wish I knew anything.
I think that's all the revelations we're going to be having tonight. We need to get long rests in. We're going to be sleeping.
We
as
do
it
need
is,
to
I fear.
rest.
Yeah. Well, I got a little bit more sleep than you guys already, so you two take the next turn.
No, I feel like we should
keep
all sleep. We
watch.
can get Citron and Lex to do the next watch.
You know what? That's fair. That's a smarter idea. Gosh, I guess I am tired. So.
Alright, so you're able to wake up Citron and Lex to take over for the next watch, and the three of you go to sleep. Lar.
Yeah.
About D20 for me.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
It's our favorite time of the day.
Yay!
Vars die rolls. Ah, we're right back to where we started, baby.
So,
Oh?
Var.
Yes.
You close your eyes, and sleep takes you very quickly. And when you open your eyes once more, you are standing in a field where the sun is warm and bright, and the grass is up to your waist and swaying in the breeze. In the distance, you see the forest, vast and unending. You see in the very, very distance the giant tree that you recognize as the way to your home. And you follow the path that you've walked a couple of times now to find the rock where she waits. And she's smiling at you. And she sees you, as if she knew you were coming. You're here.
Yep.
Well, have you thought about my
You're
question?
here again. Yes to both. As for where magic comes from, it's, I think, further along than we'll be able to find for a while.
What do
Studying
you mean?
histories from the it's not clear where things started even before Charm Seekers gambit, or sacrifice, or however we want to call it. So it'll take more time to find information in that vein.
I see. And what about the other question?
If we can live without it,
Yeah, of course. What other question would it be, silly?
I don't know what I'd do without it.
Why is that?
It's one of the only pursuits I've ever known.
Yes, but don't you think that sometimes deviating from a path is a better option than obsessing over a path that you've already taken?
It can be.
You sound worried about that.
Of course I'm worried about it. It's not a... couldn't say the thought of losing my magic to be something that fills me with joy and hope for the future.
I understand.
Even if I could live without it, doesn't mean that I'd want to.
She'll motion for you to sit beside her on the rock.
I'll take a seat.
Do you wonder what things were like before we were able to really, before like all of us were able to truly embrace magic? Do you think there was any time where we didn't have it?
I think there was a time where we didn't know that we had it.
Oh?
I think is probably a better way of putting it. I guess my thinking is the weave is tied to this to existence itself. But I don't know if it's something that's always known to be around.
So you
It's
think
like
before the death of the goddess, the weave was just still there?
yes.
Well,
I
do you
think it
have
was
any way
still
to cite your
there.
sources?
I'm working on that part. Only thing I have right now is a loose understanding of history so ancient that I think only the gods themselves will have any record.
It sounds like you've got your work cut out for you then, huh?
That I do. especially with my track record of upsetting people in positions of power.
How did you do it this time?
Uh, played the information game with arguably one of the most powerful individuals currently alive.
There's no way you thought you could get away with that.
I knew it was a matter of time, but two friends did it for me.
They went behind your back?
I didn't exactly discuss what I wanted to do with them beforehand, but yes, they did.
Interesting. And how did that make you feel?
Empty.
Empty.
I could have left it all behind there.
So why didn't
I thought
you?
about because that doesn't give me anything else.
So by staying, you think it will be more beneficial for your own personal means?
Yes, I do.
Not for the betterment of the group, just for yourself?
I've already saved their lives once. I think the group will need me around too, but that wasn't the first thought that crossed my mind.
Do you think you'd be better off without them?
I think that's hard to tell. I think the answer to that's no. I've just been so used to only caring after myself that introducing other people to the equation makes things complicated.
Well, you had me. That wasn't complicated, was it?
I think you saying that wasn't complicated is you lying to yourself. It was a different kind of complicated, and you know it.
Well, I doubt it'd be the same kind of complicated that it was that it would possibly be for them.
Yes, that is. Yeah, that's correct.
So, tell me about your companion. What are they like?
There's one that's the source of nightmares that haunted me for my earlier years.
The Leonin?
The Leonin.
So you've reunited.
We've met a couple times prior, but more recently we had I fully explained where I had seen her before. I I guess for lack of a better term, froze up in a battle and fled.
That does sound like
So,
something that you would do.
Yeah, I know. So we talked about it. I chose to try to show them instead of just tell them, and it funnily enough got away from me in the moment. I lost control of the illusion and it pulled forth other memories.
It must have been a lot.
One that's more concerning for that's something else that happened that I don't know of being like a memory. At least not as much of a memory. That conveyed the tree. And other than scenes like this, where it's just always visible, I don't recall ever seeing it or being close to it. So I don't know where that came from.
Well, the great tree resides in all of our hearts, Billy. It's in your blood. Silenthian. We always are drawn to the tree in some way. He's gonna move a little bit closer to you and like smiles and just. And what about the tiefling?
Started off masquerading as a different kind of caster, going for performative bardic magics instead of what she actually is, which is a sorcerer of some sort. I haven't been able to fully discern a bloodline, but there's some powerful figures with interest in her. So she's important to them in some form. I don't know what. As for personality or interaction,
Okay. Okay, I think we're back. Can
okay.
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah. You're
The
fine on
stream's
Discord.
DC'd though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's telling you it's
Refresh again.
reconnecting at the moment. Ooh, I
Okay.
don't know what happened just then.
Nah.
Ooh.
That was weird.
We're back. I think we're back.
We're back. We are back.
Well, what
We're
was the last
so
thing
back.
you heard, Mari?
Hang on.
See what was like the last
We're
part that
back.
got cut off. That was weird. What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. My internet
It's
just
okay.
suddenly died. It's not done
I
that
was feeling
before.
frisky.
That's so weird.
Not at this place. It's not done that before.
Weird.
We had the question of. I was talking about the tiefling.
Yeah, we got.
I know what you heard last.
You
Yeah.
said personality, and then it died.
And it cut off. Excellent.
Yep.
Cool. Let's see. Where did I go with that one? Okay, there we go. She's outgoing and eccentric, and I don't think is fully aware of the information games that she tends to play. She does like to keep her secrets as well.
I see. Has anyone told you you're very clinical in your explanation of others?
Pretty sure you told me that at one point.
I think I need to tell you again because I asked about her and you gave me some sort of report. You want to try and answer again? But like as a normal folk with normal emotion? And not with books? She's grinning at you as she says this. Well,
everyone in this group, I feel some form of attachment to. Even though I tried teaching her better ways of using her magic and it didn't work, we still ended up spending time with me teaching her how to better read and write in common. Her, surprisingly, her Draconic was fluent, but her Common was... her speech was fine, but she couldn't read or write very well.
okay.
I enjoyed the process. Teaching, and it felt nice being able to have someone else to open up to a little bit.
You are such an interesting person. Like, Pokey, has anyone ever told you that?
I think it'd be easier to say to people who haven't.
Normally, when someone asks you, what do you think about someone, it'd be, oh, you know, I think they're nice, they're fun to talk to. But your answer just came back to being about how you feel. How they make you feel. Specifically. It was less about them, but specifically how it relates to you. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Maybe you need to try and look into, I don't know, that.
I don't. I don't. Unless people tell me how they're feeling, I don't know. So the only way for me to contextualize it is how I feel, and we've already seen how that goes.
Well, is she fun?
I'd argue she's the life of this group. When she's happy, she brings everyone else up.
That's better. Look at that. You just needed to find a different direction for the answer. Now, do you think you could try that same direction when I ask you about the rest of your team?
Do I need to go through rain again, or
Nope, that's
was
okay.
that one fine?
That one was fine.
Lex is conflicted. I don't think she knows what she's capable of doing. But we're reaching the point where she'll have to choose. And I don't know how that decision's going to go.
And the other one?
Citron's infuriating.
So you get along well then? Matching and all that.
The first time we had any kind of actual debate, she, made it personal instead of actually arguing the points. And that shut down my argument, because I was not expecting that. So I didn't, The theological discussions with Citron are always interesting. But I think they always end up at a point where we can't agree. Where I care too much about the why, and she likes letting other forces dictate the how. After this next phase, I fear Citron's the one who could get us killed.
Why is that?
Assuming nothing dire happens in Nosrara, we have made promises to go to Caloran next.
You're going to go to Caloran next?
Panache and Citron both really want to try to help their home.
Well, what about our home?
I couldn't argue to go there next. Even before Nosrara, even though I wanted to.
She looks away as you're saying this. I see.
Rain and Lex wanted to go to Nosrara. Panache and Citron wanted to go to Caloran. So I was the odd one out. And so instead I mediated and made promises about where we're going and helped everyone evaluate where we could do the most good the fastest from what we understood. And the potential of preventing a war in Nosrara was more beneficial than what I fear to be a suicide mission for Caloran.
I'm just surprised that after Nosrara, you're not coming home.
I am too.
You've heard what's happening, right?
I heard a little bit of what's happening.
And you still chose Caloran.
And I chose Caloran to get them to agree to go to Nosrara. I didn't see another option. I couldn't argue that we needed to go.
I see.
Couldn't speak up for what I wanted. And I don't.
I see. I think it's time you should wake up now. Bar.
All right.
And with that, the world begins to shift and change before your very eyes, slowly fading out towards the darkness of sleep. And with that, we are going to end our session there for today.
Wah!
Yippee!
Yay! Yippee! Oh
That was a
my
good
god.
session, guys. Yay!
We moved a whole nowhere.
Yeah, we did.
What are you talking about? We learned so much.
It was brilliant.
And you
Character
also gave us a
development.
you gave us a deck of many things, which is foul, may I add. I love you. I love you, but that
I
was
was so
foul.
tempted to just be like, what if we tried to, like, maybe just one little card?
So
I was
actually
debating.
I did a test poll. And do you want to know
Uh-huh.
what the first one I got was?
Yes. Was it Wish?
The donjon.
Oh.
Dungeon?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then I did another one while you guys were like back and forthing and got the skull.
Excellent.
And then I
Oh,
said,
boy.
okay, well, that's 2 harms, so maybe the next one will be good. And then it got the withering, and I was like, God, I hope they don't pull today, because these are bad.
I was debating
Yeah.
offering that we all draw one. Just to see what happens.
All of you would have
One
been
gets a
fucked.
donjon, and we're going on
Yeah.
like a very massive side quest.
Yeah, that would
Can't-
like
What do you mean we can't side
wreck
quest?
things.
God.
We have no choice.
We if it's the one Dungeon's the one that it locks the solo way on a different plane, right?
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
just disappear.
Yeah.
No, it
There's a different one for
takes-
like a soul away. I think.
No, Donjon is like
There's-
you become like stuck in suspended animation in like an
Yeah.
extra dimensional space.
you go to
Yeah.
that's the one that
And
takes you
you're
to a
just stuck
different
there and-
plane of existence until
Yeah.
somebody comes and frees you.
Yeah.
Yep, and nobody can find out where you are.
Yeah, you can't be found with like divination or anything.
But you can be saved with a wish spell. Well, it can tell you
You
the
could draw a
location.
card to get a wish or get some wishes.
Oh my god.
I just make a new
Because
character at that point, man.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
There's another one that just like puts you in a different location, like on the plane. But
Yeah.
it
think
puts,
so,
it puts your
yeah.
entire person there, not just your essence.
Yep.
Side quest time.
That one would be more side quest.
It was very interesting.
actually doable.
That was so interesting.
I'm
I love
so
it.
glad you didn't do it.
Yeah, me too.
Look, I was gonna offer that we all draw one, just to fuck around a little bit.
No. I don't want
Reminds
to
me of
find
that-
out, so we're not going to
Reminds
fuck
me of that
around.
Phasmophobia moment where I drew a card and it was like the Hanged Man twice in a row.
Oh,
Ugh.
that was wild.
Amazing.
That was a good moment.
Yay.
Great
And
moment.
Panache backstory. Hee hee.
Yay.
Hee hee.
A lot of really cool character moments happening today.
Yay.
We got new cool stuff. Apart from the deck of many things, which is more scary than
No,
Cool.
that is the coolest stuff.
the coolest stuff.
Scary
Okay,
and
alright,
cool can go together. Like, they
Who
don't, like,
Who does everyone
Yeah.
think is going to draw from the deck first?
nobody.
Hopefully
No,
not.
that's not the question.
Citron would
Citron.
find it.
God,
We're on
Bernie
agreement.
Citron is crazy.
We're in agreement. Everyone's in agreement. It's gonna be Citron.
Everyone is just like, yeah, Citron
Never
would.
this one. Oh my god. Everyone, even chat going Citron is crazy.
That's so funny.
We're not
Citron will
offering
find the
cards to
pouch.
strangers.
Citron will find the pouch, open it, and be like, "Oh wow, a deck of cards. Let's play a little bit of a game."
Would you like to play a game?
Let me just draw 6.
Oh god.
Let me draw a hand real quick.
Oh, that was fun
I
though.
do like that we're all just Immediately just like, it'll be Citron.
Lord.
Love Citron,
Yay.
but yeah.
Love Citron.
For
She
we
would.
are not
Figure
here,
out how to-
do any of you
how to
have
get
any
in there.
announcements you'd like to make?
Yay!
I might do. Yeah, Verpro's back.
Yay!
Woo, the group I'm part of, we're back, and we're doing like a week of streams this week. So look out for
Oh, hell
on
yeah.
the Verpro social media pages. It's gonna be at my house tomorrow
Yippee!
in like the middle of the night for you. I'm so sorry.
Is it
The
actually?
time zones are not kind.
Wait,
Yeah.
actually?
It's not my normal stream time.
Fucked up. Wait, what time is it actually? Hang on.
It's
Oh
gonna be
my
like 4
god.
or 5 a.m. I think.
4
I'm sorry.
a.m.
Yeah.
Oh no! Pain and dismay. Damn. It's okay, we're brave about it.
Yeah.
I'll wake up, get my check-in, go back to bed. Trust. Real and true.
Perfect.
I need my stamp.
Sure.
My mods are like, can you consider not doing that, actually?
No, I just don't think
Oh
you'll
my
be able to
God.
wake up and then go back to sleep.
Yeah.
That's not you at all.
No. Do you know how many times this happened to me? I literally tried to
Don't worry
watch
about it.
the Vovro stream. I woke up, fell back asleep, woke up as it started, did my check-in, fell back asleep accidentally,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what, it worked!
As long as it was like immediate, it should be fine. But if you have to,
Yeah.
like, do anything, oh
That's
boy.
when it becomes a problem, yeah, if you wake yourself up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be
Any
there.
other announcements?
Oh no,
Make
chat.
sure you're all there. It's
Oh, no.
4 a.m. Wednesday. Why saying oh no?
Say something mean about Lightbringer or draw 25.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
Oh god. Citron willingly.
Right, do
pulling
you
a
have any
25.
announcements?
Do I have any announcements? Well, I released a cover back in January now. No? Start of February. Wow. Start of February, which is Weight of the World. Please consider listening to it if you haven't already.
Yeah, it's really good.
And it's close to hitting 300, a number, a discernible number that's like super cool. I'm blinking. My god,
Yeah.
it's nearly 1 a.m. Give me a break. And it's a very special cover, and I'm really thankful that you all take your time to listen to it. And
It's
I'm
really
like,
good.
I have my 3rd anniversary next week. Just casually.
Yay!
28th of March, 9 p.m. plus
March.
8 GMT, or 9 a.m. EST, because time zones are back in the good time zones now. I will also be debuting my live 2D model. I'm
Yay!
going live 2D after 3 years, which is kind of crazy when you think about it.
It's so exciting.
It's so exciting.
Yippee.
So please
Her wiggles.
consider checking it out. It's going to be a really exciting time. There's going to be a lot of announcements, a lot of things to show off. I think it's going to be really fun. And I would really appreciate if y'all could come and say hi. You're going to see me moving. You're going to see how much I can't fucking sit still. Because, like, I'm fucking moving
Hell
while I'm
yeah.
talking right now. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's going to be funny.
No, it's okay. Me too.
It's good. It's... when we eventually collab with our L2Ds, it's gonna be
Oh, it's gonna be
nonstop.
so good.
It's gonna be like,
It's
did these
phenomenal.
two stop? And we'll be like, yeah.
Nope.
And then I'll be like, yeah. You'll be like, no. And then I'm gonna be the one just like viscerally moving, and you're gonna be like, are you sure about that? I'll be like, yeah. I'm not moving right now as I move. But yeah.
Yay!
It's gonna
This
be
was really
crazy.
fun though.
Yeah.
I love D&D.
So, session as normal with this time, because time zones are changed, so we're back to this one again. That's everything, right? We're not missing anything?
Yeah. Oh, I won't be able to make the next session.
Yeah.
So please don't die, everyone. Please don't die.
Bye,
Miss you
everyone.
too.
Alrighty then. So with that, as we say at the end of every stream, stay safe, make good choices. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Okay, good night. Bye!
Bye.